It's Friday, my dudes. Feels weird to be streaming on a Friday. Friday is like my TV day. Do you guys have that? Like a day where you save up all your shows for the week, and that's basically when you binge it. That's usually my Fridays. But today we're raid testing. So I guess I'll have to move that to Sunday. How you guys doing? We all good? Oh man. What have I got on my screen here? Some numbers. Are they good numbers? Yeah, they're not bad numbers. I like these numbers. This is basically just a single target like APL of all the specs currently. It's a little bit outdated. I only saw it in my guild's Discord earlier today. Basically like initial testing for single target. Now, it doesn't take into account Season 2 tier sets and stuff. It's basically if you were using your Tier 1 on the PTR, like maybe a week ago or so. And these are the results that came out. And, hey, where's Monk? Pretty high up, eh? So, pretty good. Obviously, this isn't what it's going to look like when we're still on the PTR and it's using Season 1, yada, yada, yada. But it's nice to see that teal. I think Monk's a teal, right? It's nice to see that near the top. And to be honest, I kind of felt that way whilst playing on the PTR, raiding last night, all sorts. I feel like our damage is pretty damn high. Not like high enough to get nerfed, please, thank you Blizzard, but it's definitely looking good. Hey Vic, hey Mindless, welcome, welcome. So what's tonight then? Tonight's basically like yesterday. What was yesterday? Raid testing. So they give us an hour on each boss, basically, that we can test on, like, do a little bit of, basically to set ourselves up for the next tier, is the idea of it. But hopefully, unlike last night, tonight is a lot less buggy. We encountered a lot of issues, which, I mean, it's fine, it's PTR, right? You'd expect some issues, but to the extent where it was almost unplayable at times. The first boss was really, really good. There was no bugs with the boss itself, except at least half my raid group kept DCing like every pull. So that was bad. The second boss, we think the mechanics were a little bit scuffed. And the third boss, things were like spawning inside of walls and stuff. It was pretty bad. So there has been a PTR update. It was a very small one, but fingers crossed for these bosses that we're doing tonight. They're a little bit less buggy because it'd be nice to get some actual gameplay, a bit of an idea. So there are 4 bosses that come out today. It's let's get the adventure guide open. It's Styx, Lock and Stock, the One-Armed Bandit, and Muggsy. Now we play on EU, so besides getting a fabulous 150 ping, thank you Blizzard. Unfortunately, we also are a little bit stuffed with our timings. So it is a Friday night, and for some people in my guild, they're a bit further east than me. So I'm UK, so it's not too bad. This is like, what's the time now? 6:30. So it's not too bad for me, but for some of them, it's already like 8 PM, which means if we were testing Muggsy, for some people, they'd be testing this boss at midnight, and like for some PTR testing, that's just a bit like, that's a bit brutal, right? So we're just gonna do these first 3. So I'll be streaming for about 3 hours or so, 3.5 hours. And I've had a little look at these, and what surprised me most really was how little single target there is. What do I mean by that? So initial thinking, you look at Sprockmonger Lock and Stock, and I think he's the only like true single target boss in this entire raid. He looks like he has tons of ads, right? These aren't ads. This is like a crazy fight. I was watching some heroic POVs of this to get an idea of what we're going into, and oh my god, it looks nuts. You're basically playing on this platform. It's like a conveyor belt almost, and all these things come down the conveyor belt and do mechanics all the way through. This is going to be a crazy fight. I really hope it's not bugged, because if this is bugged, we're getting one shot like every minute or so, like honest to god. Styx is a weird one as well. This is more AoE, so this is more on theme for the rest of the raid. And this one is a weird one. Have you ever played those IO games? Like, I think they were a fad like 5-10 years ago, where everyone like made these IO games that you played online. Like, you'd be a snake and you'd have to eat other snakes and become the biggest snake, or you'd be a hole and you'd have to eat the bigger holes. You know what I mean? Like, basically, it's like that. Someone at Blizzard was playing one of those games for sure, and they were like, hey, let's make this into a raid boss. And basically, the concept of this is you've got 4 players will be targeted. You each become a ball of garbage, basically. You've got to eat small balls of garbage, big balls of garbage, and then eventually you get massive, and then you shoot yourself into these bombs or the boss. And so that's a little bit of a weird gimmick. So I think this one, Sticks, could be an absolute cluster on live. Especially as you can roll over 2 ads. So I'd say predominantly single target. But, like, he's a slot machine, basically. The whole concept is like a casino and gambling for this boss. Pretty gamba. But you basically ads spawn, they get a little, like, icon on top of their heads. And you've got to, like, take down these ads, basically. And whichever 2 you take down of the 3 that spawn, you then put into the bandit, and it'll do a mechanic based on that. And it's kind of weird, because it can't be, like, you can't put the same icons in each time. They're on a rotation. I'm not sure if on Mythic it's a set one, but from looking at the heroic POVs, it can be any, you know, any combination of the 3 ads, which sounds a little bit RNG. Usually on Mythic they try to make them a little bit less RNG, because you don't want, like, your good pull to be defined by did you get the good ads on that pull. So that's kind of how they do it on Mythic. Everything's kind of got a little bit of a set rotation. But on Heroic, I can imagine these are full-on Gamba. So that's kind of fun. And Mugsy, I've not really looked at, but just his model looks super sick. I kind of wish we were doing this boss, but I completely understand. I mean, I'll be wiped out at that time. It'd be like 10 PM that I'll be starting this boss. Raiding at 10 in the evening. Oh. But yeah, so I'll probably join Discord in about 10 minutes. I managed to get my character back. If you watched last night, we managed to all brick our characters because we were doing a boss for a little bit longer than Blizzard allowed us to. So none of us could actually release our characters. We're all basically stuck on the ground in our dead animations, which is funny because I've had that happen to me on live before, like multiple times. So it's not just a PTR thing where that happens. I remember being on Tindril, like 2 hours into Tindril progression or something one night, and suddenly we couldn't res our characters. And if Tindril was frustrating as it was for anyone that's done it, not being able to res your character and go again was even worse. We are going to be trying out some semi-different builds today. So I've got a few builds here. We've got 2 for Lock and Stock and Bandit. I'm going to test them out, see which ones are better. Basically, they're single target builds because both the bosses are semi-single target. They have ads, but it's meh. And then we have 2 for Sticks as well. So the idea is to have a Shadow and a Celestial Conduit build for every boss that I'm going to be testing, although they are slightly different. You might see here, we are using Slicing Winds tonight. The only boss I feel comfortable using Slicing Winds on is Sticks, just because Slicing Winds doesn't make any sense to use on a boss with very few ads, more single target. Hey Maria, welcome to some PTR. Yeah, so Sticks is going to be Celestial Conduit. I don't think there's any point running Slicing Winds with Shadow Pan. It just doesn't really make any sense. Shadow Pan seems to be more catered towards Crackling Jade Lightning, whereas Celestial Conduit seems to be more catered to do with Slicing Winds, just because of how the hero talents work. Like, you tend to have more energy and resources with Shadow Pan, and the build seems to work nice with Crackling Jade Lightning, whereas Slicing Winds literally, like, activates based on, based on Heart of the Jade Serpent, so it's almost like it synergizes perfectly. You kind of screw yourself as well if you end up going down the Crackling Jade Lightning route. So these are kind of the builds I'll be running. And then for single target, we're looking at pretty much down the middle Blackout Kick builds, and they're going to be about the same for both. So this is the Conduit the Celestial one, and you'll notice that more or less the same. The only major difference is that we're not taking Swan's Bond for Shadow Pan. We're taking Communion with the Wind. And we're focusing more on Rising Sun Kick. But you don't actually need Jade Ignition for a lot of these Conduit the Celestial builds, but you do need Dance of the Chi-Ji. I mean, I think I've said it like 50 times so far on these streams, but for anyone that's new and is curious about our single target going into next tier, Spinning Crane Kick, an empowered Spinning Crane Kick is your strongest single click button ability, if that makes sense. So, like, one Spinning Crane Kick will do more than a Rising Sun Kick, or a Blackout Kick, or a Strike of the Windlord, if it's procced, because of the changes that they made with Mark of the Crane. So that's why in all of these single target builds now we're running Dance of the Chi-Ji, and we're also running Revolving Wind to basically get this procced as often as possible. Is Conduit looking better for single target? It's hard to tell. I think Conduit is going to be kind of like it is on current retail, where Conduit's really strong on shorter fights, or fights that suit like the 1 minute 30 timer. I think it will be more competitive, but I'm not sure if it'll be stronger per se. It's difficult to judge at the moment, and there's still going to be a lot of changes. I'd like it to be stronger because I've been playing a lot of it. For AoE, however, I think that... I don't know, because there's so many builds at the moment, it's really hard to tell which is coming out on top, because you could go Crackling Jade Lightning Shadow Pan, you can even go Crackling Jade Lightning Conduit with the Celestials if you wanted to. We've got so much variety, but on single target, I think the Shadow Pan is probably still going to come out on top. But I'm happy to be surprised. I think it all comes down to lining up cooldowns, really. And from the looks of it, 1 minute 30 cooldowns tend to be a little bit awkward on bosses. 2 minutes always seem to kind of line up more because more classes have 2 minute cooldowns, so fights are semi-designed around that, if that makes sense. But it doesn't mean it's too bad. The burst is amazing. Hey, Brennan. Yeah, they're missing the mark with these changes. Spinning Crane Kick and single target should not feel powerful. The change House of Cards to 1.5, pretty telling sign they want Conduit to pop off. Yeah, I looked into that House of Cards changes. I think it's not... So I'd like to say, yes, they made that change for Windwalker specifically. I think it's because they realized that they had no 1.5 minute trinkets at all, and Blizzard's like ethos at the moment is to have at least 2 minute trinkets, 1 minute 5, and they realized, oh damn, we don't have anything for that. So there are other classes that utilize 1.5 minute cooldowns, and they were also getting a little bit shafted. But it is mastery focused, isn't it? I do have it in my bags. So what I'm running is I'm going to be doing Treacherous Transmitter tonight because I like it, and we scale. So I'm kind of cheesing a little bit, but not really. I just want to try and get as much damage out of Celestial Conduit. But last night I was using House of Cards. They're pretty much interchangeable. Like Mastery's good, but Agility's always going to be better for Celestial Conduit. And we do already have quite a lot of Mastery. I mean, Haste is still king, but Mastery's pretty good. Pretty good now. But yeah, about Spinning Crane Kick being good for single target, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel that bad. It means that, like, it's kind of like a filler spell. Like, in Windwalker, we don't have a lot of downtime, really, where, like, we don't have something to press, but you do find those, like, moments where you're running low on chi and you're running low on energy, and you're like, oh my god, I need my chi to... Sorry, I need my energy to start building up, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna kind of be sat here auto-attacking for a little bit, and then when you get that Spinning Crane Kick proc, it kind of adds that nice little filler bit, and then your energy builds up a little bit, and then you can get back to your rotation. So it's not awful, but it is, like, weird in the sense of, why is my AoE ability really good in single target? It was very similar to this in Dragonflight, in Voti, Vault of the Incarnates. I remember me and a monk were playing together on Razagath, and whoever got the most damage was the person who got the most Dance of the Chi procs. So, a little bit weird, but it's not like... It doesn't feel awful, but I'm not sure if Blizzard want this. I don't know if they really thought about this. I think they maybe thought, we want to make Spinning Crane Kick more of a, like, easier to use spell, or less to think about, more friendly. But I don't know if they took into consideration this is going to be an insanely strong spell on its own, on single target. Yeah, I do think, yeah, the energy in between cooldowns is always good as well, because the last thing we want to be doing is auto-attacking. I mean, Windwalkers do have natural downtime, if you're, like, playing it optimally. Less so now that we have, like, tons of haste, but, like, at the start of the Season 1, you could definitely feel, like, if you were on a boss or something, you'd always have downtime. I found on Bloodbound Horror, like, specifically, I'd always, like, have, like, a period of a couple of seconds where I'm just sat there auto-attacking, like, watching my energy bar. So having that, like, extra little, like, ability that you can use in the meantime that also slaps is something you can't really complain about. But I don't know if it's going to go to live. They might maybe change it a little bit, but they might not. I don't know what Blizzard are going to do. They just do their own thing. Do you think the monk will have competitive damage this season? I think that it's looking good. I mean, there's still, like, realistically, we're still in the early days of the PTR, right? It seems like PTR has been going on for like a few weeks now, but Raid's probably not releasing till the first week of March or so. So there's still like almost a whole month of PTR. At the moment, I think that our damage is good. I think that builds are starting to develop, because at this moment, like, lots of people are testing out loads of different things. This build specifically, which one was it? The Shadow Crackling Jade Lightning build, right? This is one that was like kind of like found by a couple of Windwalkers on the Discord, and it's one of those builds that like you wouldn't even think about, right? You completely remove Strike of the Windlord and this entire tree, and you go completely into box so that you get Crackling Jade Lightning, and then you keep the middle part. Like, it's kind of weird, right? Do we really want to lose Strike of the Windlord? But when you think about it, Strike of the Windlord actually doesn't do that much damage, especially in single target. It's actually a really weak spell. I think the biggest loss from this would be Gale Force. Like, Gale Force is quite good. But then, once again, it's more of an AoE spell, so it comes out on top. With this Crackling Jade Lightning build at the moment, it's kind of really good. And this is for AoE as well. But it's basically, it's like a single target AoE build where you're going fully into Bog, so because now your Bogs are really good at AoE abilitying. Is that a word? AoE abilitying? You know what I mean. So you basically go into this full like Rising Sun Kick, Bog, Crackling Jade Lightning sort of build. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Is it going to be good now? It feels good. Raid damage-wise, last night on the first boss, I felt like I was highly competitive on the top side of things, on the first boss at least, when things weren't too buggy. But it's hard to tell because we didn't get a lot of testing on long boss fights. It was a lot of like, because it was so buggy, we kept wiping after like 30 seconds a minute on the later ones, so it is hard to tell. But I don't think we're going to be bad, if that makes sense. Do you think the monk will... Oh, no, I've answered that one. More or less. Yeah, will it be meta? No one knows. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's hard to tell if things will be meta or not, but... I think, like... Things like our tier set and stuff. I'm not sure about all other classes, but our tier sets, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, a lot of tier sets, they're all passives, right? They're all, like, things you're not going to think about, kind of like Season 1. So almost like your tier set's almost unimportant. But it does greatly increase the damage of Fist of Fury, I've noticed. And as well as that, Spinning Crane Kick, right? And Rising Sun Kick. And then because Spinning Crane Kick is now your best single target damage, almost, pretty much. And Rising Sun Kick's also a button that you press a lot in single target. You actually get a lot of value off of this. So I think it's like a 6% overall damage increase, which beats our last tier set. What was that, like 4 or 5? But it's once again, it's something you don't have to think about. And I'm not too fond of tier pieces that you don't think about. It doesn't really add anything. It's just like another piece of gear that you just put on. So I'm pretty sure all classes are kind of like this at the moment. It's all like a Gamba tier set. It doesn't really make any sense. But I've been yapping for a while. I do need to join Discord and kind of see what's going on the raid side of things. So how's Discord going to work? I'm going to join Discord. I think I sorted out the volume pretty well last night. I'm going to leave Discord on for the whole raid, because obviously if we're discussing tactics and stuff, it makes sense for you guys to hear what's actually going on. Yeah, but whenever I'm like, I've worked out now. Last night I I kept muting Discord for you guys so I could respond to questions, but I wasn't muting it for myself, so all I kept hearing was people talking in Discord. It made it really, really hard to answer questions, but I've cracked the code of how to mute both, so yeah. Up one for me. But yeah, let's join Discord real quickly and see what people are talking about. People are starting to get in here. Yeah, and we've got a dungeon group, raid group going. I'll join that real quickly. What are we called? And let's go to game mode. Nope. Nope, get that off my screen. What is it called? It's called... that's a really good name for a raid. Avadaf. Yeah. Last night we used our guild's name. Tonight it's just typed in whatever button. You can realistically get title with any class spec. The amount of work needed to accomplish that task varies. Yeah, I mean, that's true in anything, isn't it? I mean, I always say take the player, not the class. Like, there's a really good monk, I think he's called Dabnell, and he, like, plays Windwalker every tier. And he always gets, like, 0.1% titles. Like, realistically, you can play any class you want and be the best. And be in the top, like, 0.1% if you, like, put in the work and obviously really focus on it. But then... that doesn't help you get into dungeon groups, does it? Or, like, a lot of people have meta brain. So it's nice to be middle of the pack, I think. at the moment we've struggled with bottom of the pack sort of thing. So even if like you're really good at Windwalker or like any dungeon group you're in, you're always like topping the damage meters and stuff, and you're like, Windwalker's good. Why are people not accepting me into the groups? It's literally because on paper we're not as good as another class, for instance. So when you've got 50 people signing up for a dungeon and it's you versus a Frost Death Knight or an Windwalker, I got bad news, guys. Even though you might top the Death Knight, well, yeah, maybe not with an Windwalker actually. Those guys kind of go crazy, but you know what I mean. Are we Jade Lightning now on single target? No, not on single target. On single target, we're kind of a boring build. Do I want to call it a boring build? On single target at the moment, this is our like best Shadow Pan build, basically the best one on paper, run through the APLs, where it kind of looks like our old AoE build from the current tier, if that makes sense. Like, if you looked at this build and I said, "What season's this from?" You'd say, "Oh, that's Season 1 Mythic Plus." No, this is now our Season 2 Shadow Pan single target build. Just because, you know, Dance of the Cheege is so good, so you want to kind of work that into Spinning Crane Kick. You want this middle this middle part, because it's like good on Rising Sun Kick. You need Transfer of Power, Dual Threat. And then just, I guess, you want Gale Force Strike to the Windlord. They just come out stronger than going fully specking into something like Slicing Winds or Crackling Jade Lightning, because realistically, Crackling Jade Lightning on single target, like the single target spell, kind of low-key sucks. It only really pops off when you're hitting lots of targets. And the same with Slicing Wind. It's kind of bad on single target, because it's an AoE spell, isn't it? But you do still want Revolving Wind, because, once again, you want to proc Dance of the Chi-Ji. So... And then when you go to, this is our best in slot, Conduit the Celestial build, it's kind of exactly the same. The only difference is you're kind of focusing a little bit more on the Blackout Kick aspect of things. So Crackling Jade Lightning and Slicing Winds are definitely more AoE spells, and I wouldn't use them for single target. They're just not going to get the damage you want, and you lose too many of the resources that are good for single target. I hope it stays like this. I'm tired of playing healer to be with my main. I think Mistweaver... Surprisingly, I haven't seen a Mistweaver monk in my like raid group for months and months, because obviously it's like been more a priest shaman tier, right? And now suddenly on the PTR testing, my group was full of Mistweaver monks, so maybe it's a bad time to switch back to Windwalker. I think Mistweaver got some good changes. I haven't really looked into it, but it could do, right? It might be a good tier for Mistweaver if they're finally back on the payroll. All right, I'm gonna join Discord now. Kind of want to be a lightning god Windwalker? Do it, bro. I love being a lightning god. Slicing Winds might slightly be better than lightning, but it's so fun to press it and like zap everybody into oblivion. Hello.
I don't have a timestamp. I'm never going to find that.
I am on.
Yeah, I think Mistweaver is popular on retail, but at like higher level raiding, like if a healer is like ahead of the pack, you're always going to take those healers. And unfortunately this tier it was shaman and like priest predominantly were like the best healers you wanted. That tends to just be at like the really higher end, like if you're just like, you know, clearing mythic casually or going for like just a cutting edge or something, then take whatever you want. I mean, the same with DPS really, unless you like you race to world first, it doesn't really matter your comp. Once again, you know, player over class, isn't it? I'm going to try to fly to Stormwind now, because that's how we get into the raid. As well as that, I need to stock up on some potions. Because...
Yeah, that was the one. It's so far in the wall, the only way I got behind is bugging myself into the wall myself.
Losing out tempered potions is actually like a massive loss at the moment. Especially for Conduit of the Celestials. You need as much agility as possible to get as much out of it.
But it's PTR, so I highly
I'm a slave to top DPS. Same, bro. I hate to say it, but I think every DPS player is like kind of a slave to DPS, right? Like we pretend that we don't care about our damage, but like we're all like side-eyeing details constantly, aren't we? Like, where am I? Where am I in the meters?
Not a stupid amount to say on the next boss, guys. It's pretty much just play the game. I don't know. You can It's pretty easy, just kill it. You you're gonna get rolled, potentially given a ball of crap. Roll over small crap, when you can pick up bigger crap. You want to like roll over bombs and be ads if you can, because then when you detonate your ball by smacking it into the boss, they take more damage.
Yeah,
yeah.
Obvi's a hard one. I think Obvi's completely dictated now about when you lust
That's
and
a
how
lot of it,
fast you
right?
kill
I
the
mean,
boss.
that's the main gimmick. There's some ads, need to kill the ads.
Like, realistically on Overnax, to get like a really good pass, you need to probably be lusting on the first pack. It's usually when we lust now, or saving it for like the 2 minutes pack. As well as that, you kind of want the boss to be finished and everything done just after you've popped your like 4 minutes? I think 4 minutes is roughly 2 minutes. But I'm thinking it might be your 6 minutes, it might be your 4 minutes, but like basically in the ballpark where you've popped all your massive cooldowns, if you then end up like delaying the boss a few more minutes, like because maybe you have slower kill times, you'll fall lower on the passes. It is all about kill time now. A lot of the bosses are all to do with kill time on how well a pass you get, unfortunately. It's more at the start of the tier where everybody's kill times are pretty much even, that it's more like it's easier to like get a pass. But usually like, yeah, people are just absolutely nuking these bosses. Like I think we down Bloodborne Horror in like 1 minute 40, 1 minute 45 now, which is crazy. Like Kaiveza dies well before her third intermission, like just after her second one. Like bosses just drop so fast now because of that buff you get.
The damage this today was fucking nuts.
Yeah, having a Storm Earth and Fire charge for nearly every egg break. I think there's like one egg break just before the 6 minute cooldowns that maybe you don't get Storm Earth and Fire. And then it's about like, it's like balancing Strike of the Windlord to try to get your stacks up.
I don't think we'll be that much higher when we hit.
But then at the same time, you are correct. Like if you manage to get good Shadow Flurry Strike procs, then you are going to get some insane damage. And that is the RNG aspect, isn't it? But overall, like, we're never going to stop a boss like Overnax. But we do fairly decent damage now, I find. Like, I'm fairly competitive with other players in my guild now. Like, before, like, I'd barely see myself in the top 10 of the meters, and I'm sure you guys are like that as well. Like,
come on, please.
Monk was atrocious on Overnax at the start of the tier. But now it's not too bad. I think we're fairly competitive, but you do kind of have to go Shadow Pan.
Well, think about it. Heroic starts at 610. So we were 7 above base Heroic. This tier.
Just had 39. It could be 656.
Heroic starts 649.
You can probably get a weak aura for the Thunderlord Thunderfist stats.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll show up in your buff icon bar over here, which is a little bit awkward. Obviously, you don't want to be looking up there.
Two resets worth again.
I
I just don't think, I don't know, I just don't think we're going to be crazy eye level.
I want to say that Lothox actually shows you, but realistically I think that that's such a passive thing that I barely even notice it. There is a high chance it shows you, it's something that I don't keep track of myself. But you'll either see it in your buff thing, but you can definitely get a weak aura for it, or make one. With the, like, basic weak aura tracker, but it's not really something you need to keep a track of, realistically. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Nah, just pretend that they're trying as hard as possible and you're just smashing them on 625. I mean, realistically, people are going to try all the time, aren't they? I wouldn't think it's like they're not trying. I just think, like, yeah, even when I play on my second monk at the moment, I can still, like, top people that were, like, 636 odd, just because once you know, if you know your spec well enough to know when you should use cooldowns and stuff, you can optimize your damage better than someone that's a higher amp level very easily. And I've got a lot of game time on Windwalker Monk. Is that a sad thing? No, let's say it's not a sad thing. Alright, should be 1 minute till we're in for the garbage ball boss.
Like 2 hours ago. Eat some breakfast right now.
Very nice, very nice.
I think I'm going to go Shadow Pan first, just while I try to see how the fight works out, like playing it.
Nice. We probably won't do all the boss, well, we won't do all the bosses tonight, guys. We won't do the last boss. It's going to be way too hard. We're just going to get people on heroic didn't last more than 30 seconds, so we don't fancy doing that one on mythic. Just think that one's a waste of time. We'll probably at least start. What's it called? One arm bandit. I don't know if we'll do it for the whole time, but we'll definitely start it. You can TP now, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Mighty Potato. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of feedback on that guide. Like, I was really hoping that, like, in my mind, I wanted to make a guide that I could understand, if that makes sense. Like, I wanted it to cover everything, like, for someone that has never played Windwalker in their life, but also kind of help people that have played Windwalker for a long time. So, maybe for, like, you're a super high-level Windwalker, a lot of it won't apply to you, but I wanted to try cover all bases with the guide, and I got a lot of feedback that it's really helped people, so... yeah, I'm really happy with that. And I'll definitely have a Season 2 guide as well that's going to come out. Just probably not for a little while. There's no point making a guide now with PTR changes and everything, is there? It'd just be an absolute waste of time. But now I'm probably going to fully lock into Discord now as we discuss tactics and stuff, guys. I will answer questions, so feel free to answer questions, but it won't be as often. Just because I want to focus on the boss a little bit.
If you can turn on the logs app here, that'd be good. I can't get it working. If anyone else can do it, just go for it. And walk back, it's gonna pull.
Oh god, the boss is coming. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't get TP'd in either.
I played a lot of Rogue as well, actually. Rogue is like my second spec, or second class that I really mained, other than Windwalker. I always enjoyed Sub-Rogue and Outlaw. I hated Assassination, though. I didn't care for the dot build. I love the Outlaw RNG high APM, and I love the Sub-Burst, which is probably why I like Windwalker so much, because we're all... or Celestial Conduits, I should say, because it's super high, like, burst windows, which is very similar to Sub-Rogue.
The crazy part of PTR.
I love burst windows. I don't know why. It's just something I like.
A bit of it all, a bit more stable.
Yes, Assassination Rogue can just go in the bin. Like, it's like playing a dot class, but dot classes are better on range classes, I think, so you can dot everything up and like target it. But when you're playing in melee and trying to manage like 7 different targets and bleeds, I was just like, nah. Let me get my pistol out and start pistol shotting everything. Get this out my face.
Yeah. 11.5 billion HP. I'm pretty sure Ansarek has about 7 billion.
Well, Ansarek's also shielded an AFK for half the fight. So.
I think it's way lower. I think Ansarek has 5.6 even.
This boss has got a lot of health.
Sorkin Court had 12 built.
It's hard to tell, aha. I'm gonna go aha. Yeah, it's hard to tell what's the best is at the moment. They both feel good. But realistically, from looking at like top like theory crafters and stuff, I think Shadowpan's probably gonna come out on top just because it's like consistent passive damage, and Celestial Conduit's more burst. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shadowpan's still like potentially the best. But realistically, the only difference between the two this season was like 2 or 3%, maybe. Yeah, 2 or 3% between the two. And with all the changes to Celestial Conduit, I could see that eventually the APLs come out better.
I was in your guys' room already, and then I just get a loading screen and thrown out of...
Compared to other classes, it's hard to tell, because I only play Windwalker. I mean, we haven't had any nerfs on the PTR, bar like a 2% overall nerf, but that doesn't really count because we never had the damage to begin with, if that makes sense, if they nerfed it during the PTR. I think it feels good. I feel like Celestial Conduit windows kind of line up with everything we want them to. In raid testing so far, I've been doing pretty well, damage-wise. But it's hard to tell because I don't imagine everybody in this raid has the best in slot like gear and stuff. I mean, I surely don't, but I kind of min-maxed it a little bit because I'm a bit of a damage gremlin. I'll be honest. A little bit of a damage gremlin. 10.0.7 feels weak. I mean, yeah, we are on paper, we're in a very weak state at the moment. Like, if you look at, like, overall statistics for raiding, Windwalker Monk's down at the bottom. Surprise, surprise. Even though we got, like, some buffs midway through. They didn't really do anything, did they? But, like, on individual fights and stuff, we're really good. Like, Windwalker's really good on Ansarek. Like, surprisingly good on Ansarek. Everything just lines up really nicely. I think we're really good on things like Bloodbound Horror now. Is it just those two? Silken Court we're not bad on. I always enjoy Silken Court with the burst windows because it's a burst window boss. You can get some good lineups on that as well. Hey Spooks, I'm back on Windwalker for next tier. Feeling good to play like always? Hell yeah, brother. Feeling great. I mean, Windwalker always feels great, but they've kept adding things. We've got loads of additional things this PTR, so if you're just gonna play it on live, you're gonna be hit with a lot of things, which is good, right? We like variety, don't we? Just boring Shadow Pan one build. It got a little bit old, didn't it? Let's be real. Yeah, slicing looks like it'd be really good in M+. I'm not sure how well it'll be in raiding, but definitely in M+, slicing is going to slap for sure. It's just trying to find the perfect build for it, I think, at the moment, and that's why there's a lot of testing going on.
I think if they test, right, you can, like, just at least play the fights, you know what I mean?
Sorry, I do keep muting Discord because I keep checking in, but I think we're having a lot of people, like, struggling with actually getting into the raid. So it might be another buggy PTR, which is a little bit annoying. I don't know, I've never done a PTR before, so in my mind I thought we'd come into the PTR yesterday, like slap some bosses around, down them, it would all go super amazing, but those were some very unrealistic ideas of how PTR would go. So far it's just an absolute bugfest, people DCing, getting bricked characters. Yeah. So I do apologize that we're not doing the bosses yet. Oh, I would love to be testing out these bosses. I'm sure we'll get the full party soon once people stop DCing a little bit more. But yeah, I do apologize that we're not already in here. I'm sure there are other guilds that are having the exact same problem. Yeah, I'm going to go Sub and Windwalker as mains. Yeah, Sub. I don't know how Sub is now, because I remember Rogue had that massive, like, change a while ago. Like, big class change. Was it in Dragonflight or something? I haven't played Rogue since Shadowlands. That's really when I mained it. And then it's since Dragonflight, the start of Dragonflight, I haven't stopped playing Monk for even a second. Maybe a second, but... The only other class I'm playing at the moment is Demon Hunter, and I completely regret it. I hate the fact that you have to dash all the time, right? Because, like, sometimes you don't want to move on a mechanic. And then suddenly you have Immolation Aura or something, and it buffs your damage, and it's like, well, I don't want to dash right now. And I feel like you're forced to move all the time. I'm not a fan of Demon Hunter. I don't know if we have any Demon Hunter mains in the chat, but I suck so bad at Demon Hunter, and I'm going to have to do splits on it, and then everyone's going to watch and just be like, Jesus Christ, what is this guy? Why is this guy backflipping off of the map? Oh my god, it's atrocious. At least if I fall off the map on Windwalker, I have that split second to, you know, Transcendence and save myself. Like, I've done that a couple of times on Anstrak, and it's been, like, the sickest gaming montage thing ever, where, like, you get knocked off the platform, Transcendence midair, port back, and everyone's like, holy shit, this guy games. On a Demon Hunter, I guess you can fly back, but my brain's too slow for that. I'd probably, like, I'd just fall off. Feral, Windwalker, and Sub are my go-tos, always. Been pumping Feral every expansion since vanilla. Yeah, Ferals are one of those specs, aren't they, that, like, are kind of like Windwalker. They always suffer, don't they? I'm not a massive Druid fan. Personally, I don't like Druid. Just a personal preference thing, really. I've never been into the class fantasy of an owl that drops light out of the sky. I guess that's a bit of a deconstruction of it, but I've never been... I just don't like the class fantasy, and I think class fantasy is really important in what you want to play. I think Feral's cool. It's like you put dots on stuff, don't you? I don't really know too much. I know you're a little cat and you slap things, thrash things, rip. Yeah, Forgotten Sons of Blizzard. I think Feral had a really good moment in Aberrus. Was Aberrus the last tier of the last expansion? Like, they were like, I think they even took Ferals into the Race to World first in Dragonfly. Amedrasil, that's what I'm thinking of. I remember seeing Ferals in this tier, and I was like, huh? What? How did they get into here? It's like, Season 1 tier, you saw Liquid were running Trill on some bosses, like Hyvezza and stuff. It's like, how does Windwalker get into this group? It's like, oh, I forgot those specs existed. I'm gonna check back on Discord.
Because if you group them up...
Alright, yeah, we are discussing now. So I'm going to leave Discord rolling, guys, because we've got a full group now.
Reject, we take double damage.
4 monks in the group, by the way, guys.
So You know, don't try and.
Everyone else you cannot stand next to the garbage piles because you might get a debuff and instantly just burn it.
Thanks, Mike Potato.
Where's the teleport guy in the door?
Yeah. I hope that goes well.
He's
I
in,
want to get
range
the
6.
garbage mechanic. I want to start rolling
Okay.
around. I think that'll be so funny.
I don't think you can also roll over someone with a ball.
I think it stuns people.
Better.
Yeah, it doesn't
I think
kill
it
them. It
kills
stuns. I don't think it does kill them. I think it's just a stun. No.
It
Jordan
definitely
said it
stuns.
stuns.
I'm pretty sure it kills them. I think I just watched.
There's only one way to find out.
And maybe it's a mythic mechanic.
Yeah, but I think I just saw Libra take like 5 million HP.
Alright,
Probably
okay.
a little bit more damage on Mythic.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I might be wrong though.
Oh,
He just
balls.
insta-died.
So it looks like they just kind of chill in the middle.
I'm in the right.
Nice one. Just need Wiser now.
Here we go. So, oh, we go.
None the wiser.
Again, it's just like a. It is the bomb going off, right? Oh, that's a good weak aura. Fucking hell. Doesn't work, but it's good. Oh yeah, it does. No, it's good.
Well, I got
So
all
I'm
my
guessing
buffs
when you
on.
got 100, so it's 4 small piles, and then you can pick up the big ones. But yeah, I really think you should be like picking up the ads here. But he's too slow. And we just
Just
maybe because
bombs.
they just
Hey, I'm here.
Bomb going off. Lovely. Right, let's go for it. Let's go. Going.
Oh god, it's showtime.
All right. But you've just seen these guys. They keep wiping 1 minute into bomb going off or 30 seconds in. Try and get the bombs, okay? 3, 2, 1, go.
Collect or stand in circle.
Why did it spawn over there? Oh, I'm forgetting that. That shouldn't have spawned over there.
Okay, so when the boss like fucking zaps everyone, that's when the balls are spawning.
I can't believe that spawned over there.
I think that's now. Yep. So go and do your balls.
So we need to kill these territorial bombs, basically. And all these ads. You want to get them
Okay,
off.
so try and get those bombs out. See those scrap masters just doing a cast on people. They like just fucking murders them, so you have to pick them up. Kick the fucking scrap master behind us. Okay, I think the bomb went off. Maybe we can heal it. So now the boss is invulnerable, and all you can do is like just kill shit now. Oh fucking hell, go away from that.
Those ads are casting in the back.
It hurts.
That also pushes if you're outside.
Alright, so I don't get a bomb
then I
mechanic,
think- I
but you
think
need
I
to
was wondering if
basically
I just
kill the
beat now.
ads. It's like an ad
The
fight.
boss does more damage every time he goes up and down.
It lasted longer than ID did. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, that guys were better than instant dollars. Clip that.
Pit resident.
So these are territorial
bomb
bombs,
shows up
basically.
and
You
then
need to
try and
deal
grab
like
them once you've got them on the
25%
ground.
damage to them or something, so that they get off of the bomb
There's a bomb
trash
really
piles.
far away. I think someone needs to like walk on that.
And if they're on the trash piles, the issue is that then you can't soak them up if you're a garbage roller, I guess is the best term for them. Basically, you have to go around this room,
Whoa.
killing all the territorial bombshells and getting them off, so your rollers can
Well, I think
actually
that's a very
defuse
good
the
first
bomb.
ball, to be honest. Nice one.
That
Maybe
guess does like a lot
On
of
paper, it's a
damage,
very
but
simple
you really need to
fight.
pick them.
Yeah,
With those ads, you can't start recycling thing right now.
Also,
Just
just-
one-shot someone.
that's just a one shot, yeah.
Yeah, but that's 80 mil health, and it's like a 10-second cast.
Because they have to roll on them, and then
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's no way you kill them. DPS them down.
yeah.
So for the prototype power clothes, how do we deal with those?
I think those are just a kill, to be honest, as far as I know. I don't think there's anything
They
to it.
didn't look
Just
like
hit,
they had HP bars.
let's check the dungeon journal. Can you maybe roll on them? I mean, it's probably the whole fight. Just roll on shit. Walk
If
back.
you-
Walk
if you-
back.
If you hit the stationary bomb guys, then you instantly detonate them, I think. But the mini ads you can pick up if you've got a big enough ball, and they die when you hit the boss. Otherwise, if you don't hit the boss with the ball and you pick them up, I think they take double damage or something.
They take double damage if you hit the boss with the ball too.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's random who gets the ball, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You get an arrow over your head a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
beforehand, so you can already move out, get a better starting position.
Let's just try again and do another pull. Basically, you know, if you get the bottle, get 4 small ones, then you're looking for the ads. Like the recycler cast, and you're just picking up ads. That's your fucking goal, okay?
And then
Great.
after mission you need to pick up the bomb.
Collect or stand in circle.
Yeah, same.
And when you have the arrow, you have to turn away. Eventually, I think you'll get it this time. You have to taunt during the when he does the electricity rain. You have to taunt.
I think you could just take every one. If you taunt it now, you'll get
No,
it.
I'm not.
Yeah, but you did it last ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just have it.
And then, you know, go rolling now.
Yeah, so you just fucked it up.
Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. Yeah.
So do we need to hit the bomb first, right? To break them up.
Yeah.
Yes, we want to probably drag the boss onto her. You want to cleave them. It's just like 20% damage, and then they're out, and I can grip them.
Oh, that bomb went off. I do apologize if the stream is like a little laggy. It's not my end. It's literally just the PCR. Because we're playing on 150 ping.
We're just not going to kill them all fast enough.
So it's a little rough. I mean, if it's rough for me playing it, I can imagine it might be a little bit rough for you watching it, but that is the reason for it. It is. It is something. Yeah, so far this boss looks good.
Yeah,
I want to get the garbage ball. I want to be a garbage ball person to see how hard it actually is. So I imagine it is
I mean, this whole fight,
horrendous.
guys, it's just going to come down to people with the ball, being honest.
Yep, it is completely going to be a bullfight.
And if we're going to kill this boss, you need to basically be able to do the ball right. Again, if I'm stupid, someone say, but do you not just get 4 small ones, pick up ads, bring into the boss, done?
The small ones don't register like half the time, unfortunately. Or at least they don't for me.
I don't think they do either, because I relish.
That's not good.
Doing anything.
Okay, so the main mechanic of the pipe doesn't register
that's okay.
sometimes.
Okay.
Walk back.
I don't think about this.
So during the electrical rain, they cast the rain for 4 seconds. He just casts lightning from his hand. Like, you know, 5 of you
When
get
he's in the
arrow on
air.
your head.
Sorry.
You'll get an arrow on your head. That's when you have to 180. You have to look away from the boss. Otherwise, you will instantly charge into the boss. You know.
Yeah.
Yep,
I did it that pull. It just auto moves you, so you have to look away if you get the arrow on your head and start looking. You know, don't just go
can't
into the
stop
boss.
the wall. You're always going to be rolling. You cannot stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay,
You have to turn away.
here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Collect or stand in circle.
Oh my god, it's getting pulled. That feels so bad. Alright, I'm going to go on the assumption it's always going to get pulled into the middle. I'm going to stop rolling into it.
Okay, so get ready for the balls. It's coming pretty soon. You know, watch him. He's going to do the cast pretty soon.
Oh, go on, give me a ball.
Here we go. Look
Nope.
away.
So
Pick
4
up.
people get targeted each
Try and get the
time.
ads. 4 small ones in, pick up ads. Try and get those Grapmaster bastards.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah, same.
No, one of them picked up.
What is that druid damage?
Does it work for anyone?
Remember earlier when I was saying I don't like the druid fantasy? I might like the druid fantasy, no guys.
I
Actually,
mean, it must have worked on the first pull, right?
maybe it's
Otherwise, how did we not like, you know?
maybe
It
I
worked
judged the
on,
chicken, the
like,
giant chicken too
only
soon.
half the time.
Yeah.
At the moment, we're having a big problem with the garbage piles. They're just not registering. And if you can't
I
get
don't
enough
know, we
garbage
did it the first
piles,
time.
you wipe
Apparently
because you need to
mine
hit them
and
into the
others
giant
both
bomb,
went into the
basically.
boss, so- Without picking up
Oh,
anything.
PTR, you don't
Well, we know they're
disappoint.
fixing the code as we speak, like some intern who's just
Yeah.
fucking control this sync every 3 minutes. We don't fucking know. See that?
Just to be clear too, what wipes is this guy going off. So basically, if you can target it, that means that the bomb is stuck in the ground and you need to do 20% of its HP and then it jumps up and you just fucking kill it.
No,
This
that's
one.
that's the big bomb. The big or a ball needs to pick up?
I know. Just give me a second. I will get to it. Okay. The one that wipes is the one I linked in chat, and that has to be absorbed by colliding with at least a medium ball, which is 4 small piles. Then your ball gets big, and then you have to walk into it. So not all of you can go into the boss, because it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And so I don't know how many. Did anyone see? Did we get 1 Doom Explosive, or was it 2? Was that, do you think? Because I only saw 1.
I think it's 1 P1 and maybe 2 P2.
Yeah, we definitely had 2 on.
I think it ramps up every phase, like 1, 2, 3, from what I've watched. Hello? Is my stream still going? Nope.
You know, someone has to say, I will get it. So that all 4 people aren't going for it and just looking in the same
Anyone in
party
chat?
arena.
Is my stream still going?
Stream just-
I full on DC'd. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, but
Thank you,
that's only
thank
gonna
you,
work
Shy.
on the first end, and
Like,
then
Discord
second
crashed
set
as well for
immediately.
me, but my stream still went.
No,
So
I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm just talking about like.
Yeah, 1 in the second set, yeah.
I'm just talking about like when we.
that's a good thing. The last thing
Live, you know what I mean?
I want is my stream crashing.
now.
Sad.
Anyway, let's pull it and try it again.
Sounds horrendous. I don't
Okay.
think anyone
Oh,
noticed.
Live, it will hopefully work.
Alright, don't roll into the
3,
boss. Restrain yourself, monk.
2, 1.
Collect
Go.
or stand in circle.
I want to spread out here, otherwise I'm going to be stuck on tons of people with fire. And then I think Karma seems like a
Heal's
good
not that
thing
good, but
if
yeah.
you get the fire circle, which I'm pretty sure everyone
This
gets.
doesn't do any damage at least.
Yeah, it really
Fire
didn't.
thing.
He is right. Oh
Look away,
shit!
Look away, look away.
It's my time!
Doom spot.
Okay, they're not registering. They're not registering. They're not registering for me at all. Why? It's not counting. You have this bar at the bottom.
It's probably something. Something you might use. If it's something dumb like that, you can't pick it up if you've got a shield on you.
Yeah, it didn't register for me at all. I don't know if you heard my Discord crash. I was like just rolling over every garbage pile imaginable and the bar was not moving.
Okay, well, you like Sega, I'm here to talk about how we kill this on live because we're not, you know, this is turbo fucking fucked.
It worked on heroic. When heroic testing was up.
Yeah, but
You
you
know,
like
all of the bosses worked on heroic, no?
Yeah, but it's like the shields on, or like the dragging, taking on Rick Reaver worked on heroic as well, but then it didn't. It started bugging again.
Yeah.
Thanks,
bothers to
thanks,
pull,
Blizzard.
his boss.
I can't move the boss when you're rolling because I have to pick up the hyenas. 'Cause I tried moving it and like the hyenas just eat people on the back.
Could there a reason why we didn't?
I can't like move the boss.
Probably not. It's probably just Blizzard coding, right? I don't think. Trying to think why it wouldn't work.
You can't. Why? Can you? Don't you have to go and get the?
Ew, is this monk a Worgen?
Yes.
There's no
That'd be
way,
fun.
dude.
Was it just great?
What is that?
But then I can't move it to the bomb. Small bomb, like bomb crabs.
Oh my god, I forgot they made those.
That's what I was like moving south to the bomb, and then I see north. Mikey getting eaten by hyenas. Like, I have to do the hyenas.
I kind of like the set piece actually. Like the head goes well with the anniversary event. Like it does kind of actually go nicely. I'd like to give credits to Blizzard and say that they thought about that in advance, but
Doesn't say in the
they
description.
definitely didn't.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think I can just.
I don't know. I think we'll just suck.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what time? I mean, to me, there's no point pulling it this second because we're just gonna wipe 30 seconds in. But does anybody know when it went up in the air? Like at what time?
A minute 10 or something.
I didn't do combat long.
Check the POV replay.
Because I'm thinking basically on Paul, you should really be taking the ball.
Oh, I was gonna see if I could have a look at my YouTube.
Coward.
Yeah.
It goes up 1 minute.
Oh, someone's already done it. We're good.
I know where, right?
Yeah, well, you only get 4 times there, so you've got to kill this boss in basically like 5 minutes.
Wait, so it has.
Yeah, you do, because
like,
it scales
55%,
basically.
57% energy, and then it just jumps up to 100 all of a sudden.
Are
Yeah.
we doing something wrong?
No,
Did
just
it
cast
cast
overdrive.
go
And,
through?
Is there anything that increases the boss's energy?
Just say he becomes impatient and forces his mech into overdrive, so it might be about 57, and yeah, then he does just zoink it up to 100. I mean, it's possible
yeah,
he won't
that's
zoink it
the
up.
enrage, right? Overdrive is the enrage. Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, it is an enrage, but
Yeah,
you
that could
enrage
be kind
basically
of-
after 4 casts, because then he spawns 5 bombs and you only get 4, you know, trash piles, ball things, so
Yeah.
you just wipe. So that's why I'm saying, you know, you need to kill it before if you cast the 5th one, basically. But actually before the 4th one.
A little bit frustrating not being able to see more of these bosses.
You could try pulling it again if you want, but I do suspect we're just going to wipe 10 seconds in because the balls aren't going to work.
So it's
try
like
again.
testing this out. It's really fun, but when like things like the basic mechanics, like pick
Yeah,
up
we
the
can
garbage,
practice it
don't
a bit,
even work.
yeah.
It's like
Okay.
what?
Alright.
Like how?
Come in,
Why?
come in. Don't
We're going.
Collect or stand in
people
circle.
AFK. I'll tell you
Why
when
be
to do it,
worried
dude.
about-
Yeah.
Why be worrying about repotting and retesting?
Got a pre-port.
Worry about people being able to play the game.
Bro, I'm fucking potting and shit.
Yeah,
We're
they're
helping
free.
out
I'm on
through-
PT. I'm definitely
Oh, no.
potting.
Yeah,
They're
for real.
we're on PTR. I didn't have to buy these things
I didn't
myself.
have to use
Fine,
it.
fine. I'll just
No,
tank
no,
out.
well, no.
All right, looks like I'm gonna
Bomb
add
is on the
juicy.
far right.
Okay, jeez.
Oh, nice.
They destroyed the ball.
Nope.
Yeah, we killed everyone there anyway.
No casting allowed for you, Scrap Master. Okay, it's casting.
Territorial bomb shell exploded.
I think those casts that they do one-shot
Yeah,
people,
that's
so you
low
have to
damage,
interrupt them.
basically.
Maybe not one-shot, but they like
Rampage
constantly
back
cast at a
behind.
target and will just nuke them.
Yeah. You really should be taking
On-
the first one.
On data side
Yeah.
to recycler. And then
I
I think prototype power coil is just going to be a defensive and pro healing on them because it doesn't I don't see any way of preventing the damage.
We're getting a lot burning rubbish as well, isn't that only from when?
It's from the boss. Yeah, that is. I don't know if you can like bait it though. If you like stand on the edge, that's why I was saying we should stand on the edge. But then I don't know if that makes a difference. Okay. Yeah, let's just try again. Let's give it another go. Okay. Right, 3, 2, 1.
Collect or stand in
Go.
circle.
You want to taunt it?
No, that.
Oh, nice.
Add GT again.
It's like, you know,
They are
other
so
people
spread
really
out.
not fucked it. Try and get 4 and then off you go.
I'm not getting
Yeah,
anything.
my ball doesn't work.
VR.
Whoa.
Hyenas can target you when you have the fucking ball. It's so annoying.
You get targeted by fire as well during this fight, and like if the fight was working properly, like if you get targeted and you're on a trash pile, you end up burning the trash. So you basically you gotta be careful where you stood. The concept of this fight is don't burn your trash piles, because if you don't have trash piles, you end up like us on the ground. That's not why we're wiping. If you just tuned in, it's
And you
because
all
the mechanics just
Spell it.
completely bugs.
You can
Oh
check.
my god. Trash doesn't register. Imagine.
Yeah, it's working now.
Oh,
I
there.
don't know if that's the right pull though.
Check any pull.
How did it work
Yeah,
for a
that'll
pull
be-
and it just doesn't again?
1218-704.
You bid works for some people.
I don't know why it bugs. I think it's just, like I said, it'll just be something like, oh, if a player has a shield on them, they can't fucking pick it up. It'll be some dumb shit like that.
You can pick up the hyenas with a small ball. You can't pick up hyenas. Everyone, you just pick up the hyenas first and then try. You know, picking up a small pile, then you can do the bomb.
Hyenas are trash, confirmed.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay, this is the hyena strat.
Okay.
We're theorizing now.
3, 2, 1, go.
Collect or stand in circle.
I stood in that. Or pretend.
Remember when, like, territorial bombshell spawn, those ones which plant in the ground like you can hit, you really want to nuke those down. Look away. Look at these territorial bombshells. The boss is like in the middle of 3. Just try and pick up the hyenas.
Where did that guy just go?
Pick where you can. Fuck no.
I start focusing when you jump to the other side of the room.
Yeah, I mean, the bomb just goes off there.
Yeah,
that's
scrap
killers.
wasn't picking up.
Yeah, then it's just 2 recyclers. I mean, it's literally just what the mechanic, you know, with 2 mechanics you prevent with the ball. It just kills us.
Maybe they don't want us to get through.
That guy didn't want the spoke.
Maybe
He saw me coming towards him and he
reason.
was like, nah, I'm going the other
First of all, did
side.
the ball work for everybody.
I'm
or just
straight out
some
of there.
people?
Well, we got
It
the big one.
half worked for me. Like,
He saw my touch of death cooldown was still up and he was like, nah, yeet. Get out there as fast as possible.
And I did the same thing as Gaza. I was just rolling through the balls, and obviously it flowed. I didn't pick up shit, and we still didn't wipe. So it was just bugged, but in a good way for us.
Do another pull and then I'll
Why is the PTR general chat just as bad as like
try
standard
again, maybe
trade
won't
chat?
work this time.
I'm not going to show you, but
Like,
it's
before I
just
pull it,
people
everyone
being
understands what to do if
ridiculous.
you get the ball, right? Just in general. It's like,
Yeah, you want us going over the hyenas now, yeah?
yeah, I think you want to go with the hyenas and 4 small piles, but the hyena might count as a pile. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know,
piles
man.
just aren't registering, are they?
Yeah, I mean, maybe try going for the hyenas, guys. Maybe you'll get better luck with that.
I don't think they make it bigger.
Oh no?
They do. The hyenas give you.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
Collect or stand in circle.
The forbidden hyena text.
Try going for the hyenas a bit more, then maybe we'll have more fortune then.
Even Liquid and Echo didn't think of this one. This is this is an incentive special.
Yeah, I mean, people that don't get the ball, you know, you're looking for the territorial.
I thought that was me for a sec. Alright, bomb right here. That's really good.
Bombshells. It's on the far left.
There's loads over here.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's on.
Yeah. Ooh. I'd say that was. I thought that was a
One more
crackling jade
bombshell needs
lightning.
to
Oh my god, he one-shot me. Look at this recap. I was the guy that got recycled this time. Oh my
What
god.
was the pylon ID again? Someone have it?
It's in raid chat.
Nice one.
Locks onto a player for 10 seconds, then fires an incredibly powerful one-shot into your face.
Yeah,
Good luck,
Cinder, you're getting a
bozo.
bad roll of the dice on these casts.
Yeah, the problem is that you need to get to medium before you can even absorb
Wait a-
those crab masters.
Wait a second, the point is to kill the territorial bombshells, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you want to roll into them, but
But
Yeah,
I
because
think
it
for
blows them
sing-
up. No, you want to get it to 75%, and then it leaves its scrap pile and is movable, so you can be grouped in.
Yeah, then you just kill it.
Exactly, but people do have to damage it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to hit it to 75 before it will move. And then you need
We
to
don't-
hit
we
it
don't-
before 30 seconds, otherwise it will explode.
We don't have much HP, to be honest. People just need to hit them, but that's not even why we're wiping. We wiped to the ball. It's 2 reasons. So the people with the ball need to both run over the discarded Doom Explosive, which is like...
People are protesting in general chat because they can't pick up the trash balls. It's not just our guild, guys. Someone just typed, "Are you guys experiencing any bugs?" Nope. It's all fine here. This is how the fight's meant to play out.
But,
No, everything works perfectly was the response. Oh, good fun.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, guys.
Trying just spamming spacebar just in case, you know, something like that.
The next boss is crazy though. I'd love to see how they bug that one.
And, yeah, everyone should just understand what to do.
I do like these arenas though. Like, this is another cool arena. I was like blazing the boss rooms yesterday.
Recycle dudes.
But like,
do ask me what you do on future sets.
compared to like the last tier we just had, where all the rooms literally look the same, like hexagon rooms on like that dropped into the abyss. Like you had like 5 bosses like that. These are all cool. They're like garbage arenas. The next boss has a really cool boss room. Yeah, I just like I like interesting boss rooms. I feel like for a long time they just used the standard. Okay, we're pulling. They've used like the standard. How do I describe it? Like just floating room sort of boss rooms, like Byrak, Razagath, Sarkarath. They're all like the same shape, all floating on top of something. It's nice to have a little bit of variety. I haven't seen Gallywix though, so there's a good chance Gallywix is the exact same thing. It's just going to be another room with a massive drop. Alright, let's kill some bombs.
Bomb shells are behind us a bit.
No. No, I'm locked on. No. I'm done. I'm fucking dead. I'm so dead.
It's on the far left with one in behind.
Oh my god, I saw him locked on. There's nothing you can do. Someone has to eat it with their scrap.
I saw Rello, they got the big ball and they still can blow up the ball. 3 of them had the big ball, none of them could do it.
Oh, well, we've managed to get our garbage balls big then. Now we've hit the issue of we can't do anything with them.
Like I say, this fight is literally just going to be healers and people pop defensives when you get the pylon hitting you, and healers obviously focus heal them. When you've got the ball, try and pick up the hyenas. Definitely pick up the guys that cast a recycler, and one person go into the landmine. And that's pretty much it. Then just repeat, and obviously hit the the territorial bombshells. But I mean that's not that hard to do. Just bang them for 25%, and they get gripped in, kill them again. I mean that's pretty straightforward.
No, you're right.
Pipes clip and ready shot.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm here to learn how to do it on live, kind of. So does that all kind of make sense? What I said to people, and fuck it, just give it a go. Why not?
Okay.
Maybe it won't be bugged this ball. I mean, I don't know.
Jump 3 times.
Just when you guys have the ball, just, your first job is where is the fucking landmine? The wheels will get this first one, hopefully. Like, if it was live. And then you guys are looking for the guys that cast the look away from the boss. You're looking for the guys that cast the recycler.
Ow.
Okay. Oh.
Keep an Undermine clean, yeah, since I can't recall.
I feel like we did something. No, 2 recyclers went off. Never mind. That's why it stopped casting, because it fucking completed the cast.
Right now we all need to go for the bomb. Like, on that ball, I just can't get anything stacked. So
I think
can't bother.
I think someone ran into the bomb there. Or maybe not.
Yeah. I don't know about the hyenas too, but I feel like there's no grace time. I feel like sometimes they spawn and we just fucking chomp people.
I'm gonna try Conduit the Celestials now, just to see what it's like in this, like, because it's a really heavy AoE fight, so it's nice to test it out. There haven't been really like this many heavy AoE fights so far, with like tons of ads, so it'll be cool to see what sort of the damage is like comparatively. So I'll just run this. So we're not getting past the first minute, I'll tell you that. Unfortunately, it's just not happening. There's no way Blizzard patch it now, because there's only like 20 more minutes on this boss left. And if they do, they're trolling.
We can, but it's not how the fight will be done, because you can't kill two across the room. Yeah. It's just, you're never going to do it by killing them manually. I'll just give it a go. 3, 2,
Jump 3 times.
1. Just practice doing the ball. I know it doesn't fucking work, but you know, you're looking for the guys that cast a recycler and you're looking for the landmine. On this very first set, wheels, you know, don't, for tonight, everyone go for it, but on live, he will get it. But, like I say, tonight, just all of you fucking try and get it. Try and tell you where the big landmine is. It's far right. Get the bombshells. Territorial bombshells. Scrap masters.
Killed it.
Get this bombshell, kill it fast. Take the res, and then egg. And now just dodge. This thing does drop off damage, so the further away you are when he lands, the better.
Okay, yeah, so he lands on top of me then. Okay.
I have the boss reduced. I think you can just take it again now, no?
There's scrap rockets in the back. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, well, I'm stupid, so you should do it.
I agree.
So just same again now, guys, but there's 2 bombshells now, 2 landmines in theory that you need to get.
Collect or
one on
stand
the
in
far
circle.
left, and one in the middle, basically. So hit the territorial bombshells, they're not under the boss. You need to go and hit them. And then I'll grip them.
Oh my gosh, what did I just get one shot by?
Worked perfectly for me then. I don't know, maybe the help fixed it.
Maybe.
Toxic fumes.
Managed to get a scrap master
Oh,
on
it's
the ball.
a bit of everything, actually.
That's pretty cool.
Conduit Celestial is nice, but I
Also,
feel like
don't run over the rubbish
with lust.
on the fires.
Like the biggest thing you'll find, I think, when playing Conduit Celestials, if we play it in raid, is that because your cooldowns drop off so fast, trying to get a Whirling Dragon Punch is really hard. I'm not just sure if it's because I have 150 ping, so it's like really difficult to like get it in time before you like the grace period drops. But it's really hard, so I'll be spam clicking this button, but because these cooldowns have come off so fast, it's almost like Whirling Dragon Punch is going to be like maybe a luxury to press, or you just don't pry it as much. But then by not pressing it, you're not getting a free spinning crane kick. It's a tough one. I think it might just be a ping thing. But because on live, it's not really that much of an issue, and not much has changed cooldown-wise. But right now, I am having a nightmare trying to get Whirling Dragon Punches off. But it was really good damage, and it feels so fun to be pressing buttons, like absolutely spamming them. I love this build. I'm done with Shadow Pan. Throw it in the bin. Unless it's the Crackling Jade version, in which case, you know, it's not too bad actually. Keep that one.
I'm on fire as well, but it was RNG if it did or not. So I assume it's also a bug.
I think you do get some, like, not naturally throughout the fight, but a lot of them, as of right now, is probably just, you know, walking over them.
I think you want range to kill the crabs when they're 100%, and then you want melee to just be under the boss, just hitting AoE.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, range really need to focus the bomb.
And everyone just stay away from the piles. You can't have melee run for the bombs, because they'll just...
Did they just say that I can just stay in pad in melee? You're speaking my language now.
Yeah, I mean...
say no more, say no
range,
more.
You know, territorial bombshells, they are your job.
Sweet.
Once they're out of the ground, I'll blame melee if they don't die, but...
Oh my god, I don't have to focus them anymore. That is based. Based raid leading.
I should try again. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's fixed. Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey, thanks Ash Fletcher.
Oh, we just got lucky. I was still bugged.
Hopefully not the only WoW streamer you know.
Okay.
YouTuber.
Yeah,
So that would mean I'm also your least favorite.
Going. 3, 2, 1.
Collect or stand in circle.
Yeah, I mean, for now you just take it every time wheels, but I got a feeling they might patch that. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, could you have like a fucking DPS taunt it? You know what I mean? I mean, just one tank it. Yeah, probably not.
Like the burst is absolutely insane when you do get your whirling dragon punches off. If you look at like the details, it's like it-
bombshells.
crazy
all
damage.
Really close. Oh shit, I should probably taunt this guy.
Fire's coming soon.
Try and bring the hyenas toward me.
Oh, get off me, fiend! But like the damage you can get out of Celestial Conduit Burst feels so nice. You see this a little bit on live actually. Like if you ever like have used Celestial Conduit on pull or whatnot on raid, that like you always jump to the top. But I think the changes with Strike of the Windlord make it so much more like viable. The fact that you can hold off on casting Strike of the Windlord for when the initial Unity Within dies down. So like you'll get Unity Within after popping Celestial Conduit basically, so you get all your cooldowns reduced. But then what I'm trying at the moment is to hold Strike of the Windlord for like about 7 seconds, so then I can instantly press it, and then these cooldowns are like super cooldowned as well. Super cooldowned? Not really a word, but you know what I mean. So it's like I'm trying to not overlap these two to get Unity Within at the moment, and I feel like by doing that you can just... it just feels so crazy. I feel like an outlaw rogue, honestly. I watched the man that looks like melted cheese Towley. Oh my god. I haven't watched Towley in like 10 years. Does he still play Paladin? Probably should have Discord on for this one.
Jump 3 times.
But I can't really turn it on mid-fight. So we're just going like this. A lot of stacking going on here. I'm just going to pop a defensive. Probably close my inventory as well. That helps. What do you mean targeting me? Get off me. Oh, I got cocooned. Yeah, it targets a player and they just get nuked. I think as well, you notice it so much when you're out of your super high hasted cooldown reduced Fist of Fury. It feels like I'm playing like on such a delay.
What was that?
I don't know. We probably need to get
I mean,
bomb.
we got one to spawn under the boss, and the other two are fairly close.
I mean, I feel like the wall strat is good because it's really hard for me to get my heat.
Yeah, I like that wall strat as well. Because everything did kind of spawn in that area.
I can't chase you.
They'll get on a healer every time, pretty much. So as long as we stand near you.
Yeah, I think I can get aggro on them. I don't think it's a true fixate.
Yeah. It's not a fixate. There's no fixate at all. It's just an aggro tick.
Yeah, okay.
But I like pulled them instantly every time. I can just see the nameplates change colour. So.
Yeah, that was
Let's do it one.
I was next to them hitting a bomb and I just put aggro on them.
Let's do one more. Wheels, you take the boss and I'll do the balls.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
I think we're not going to push the time. We're going to do one more because we don't want to get bricked. That's what happened last night. We pushed it over the time limit by like 2 minutes and yeah.
3, 2.
Collect or
1.
stand in circle.
So I will take the first ball.
To be honest, from Blizzard's perspective, the testing probably isn't even that bad because we're still seeing all the mechanics.
Yeah. Just if it's you have to go deeper into the ball right to see different phases. Like on one arm bandit.
Like 4 million damage. Like, hello, Windwalker?
Okay, so it's really close. Exactly.
And now my Fist of Furies feel so slow. I am targeted, so if a healer doesn't get me, I'm gonna diffuse magic anyway. Oh my god!
It don't fucking work.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had the ball and it doesn't destroy it.
Oh, it's never worked for me. Never.
Fucking word.
That's the first
talk about
time I
that
got
boss.
medium. Yeah, we'll leave this one now. Before we move on to the next one, though, is everyone like happy with this? Like, because I'll be honest, this is the strat. Like,
Yeah, no,
broadly
I think
speaking.
it felt good, to be honest. Especially moving it to that wall felt nice.
Yeah, like, I'm sure we ain't got it perfect, but 90% of that, guys, is the strat in terms of like picking shit up.
Can people come up the stairs and try this room dispenser?
What does it do? Am I going to break my character?
Supposedly it's supposed to, randomly give rooms, but if anyone is anyone getting them?
Probably need renown now.
Yeah, you need renown level
Well, it's supposed to be
like
renown
3.
I imagine we just haven't got that.
Yeah.
Wait, you can do crafting orders and
Alright guys, we're about halfway through the stream, and because we are going to take like 5 minutes here to wait for the next boss, I'm just going to be right back, get a cup of tea or something. Settle in for the next half. The next boss looks really, really cool. I really hope it's not bugged, but it's like a really unique boss room. I don't remember what boss it kind of reminds me of, but you'll know what I mean. I just can't off the top of my head, but it looks like a really, really funny fight. And the last boss just looks ridiculous. I mean, it's a giant slot machine. So I really hope they're not bugged, because I like to get some testing on. But I will be like 5 minutes. I usually put a timer on. I'm not going to put a timer on. I won't be that long. Goodbye. Hello, it wasn't gone that long. So we're about to get into the second boss. It's a really cool boss room. I think I've said like 10 times now. The gimmick is that on Mythic, you get different colors. So I think Silken Court, basically, you're in 2 groups and you got to play it like a dance. I don't think you one-shot your teammates if you walk into each other, but basically you have to play it like a synchronized dance. But the gimmick as well is that you change colors during the fight, so that should be interesting. Along with like 20 other mechanics that are going on during the fight. It's kind of crazy, actually. I was watching some heroic POVs, and so much going on. And you're on this tiny little platform. It should be quite fun. We are going to go single target for this. This is like... I want to say this is the only boss that is like pure single target. So we'll go... We will go Shadow for this. I've got the boss names wrong on my talent thing. Don't worry about that. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll go single target for this one. We'll try Shadow Pan first, and then we'll go Conduit the Celestial single target. Pretty boring build, realistically, for single target. Nothing exciting, no new talents or anything, but this is just our best at the moment APL single target. Let's have a look in Discord, because we're about to kick things off. I think Blizzard also said that I think they wrote a message. Someone said that they wrote a message in-game chat that they've now fixed the boss. Great, thank you, Blizzard. We only have 4 minutes left to test it, so you can't really test it with 4 minutes, can you? Sometimes they allow you to do further PTR testing for Mythic. Sometimes they don't, apparently. I imagine if they do, we will do some more. But yeah, we kind of have an idea about how we're going to tackle this boss in Mythic. You know, that's the main point of this. It's not to like down the bosses, really, because they're so buggy. It's really difficult to down all the bosses. But it's more to get like an idea of how we're going to tackle it when it goes live. And I think we got a good idea about how you want to play it, because everything that you saw was pretty much the entire fight. It just repeats itself over. So it just scales up a little bit. So suddenly next phase there'll be 2 bombs that you have to blow up with the garbage. Then there'll be 3. Then there'll be 4, and then it's enrages and it's over. So, realistically, we saw the entire fight. So, at least that. And although the garbage is a little buggy, we have a good idea about how we want to tackle it. Alright, let's hop back into Discord, shall we?
Without going into the boss, you can cause a wipe if they tune it a bit tightly. I mean, because this is a lot. You know, you get 4 each set. We might do
Hello,
4
Vadja.
sets.
Welcome.
You know, that's
we're about
24%
to
of
hop
his
into
HP is supposed
the
to be done by the balls.
5th boss in the raid?
I think it should be...
Lock and stock.
Off 6.
Lock and stock. This dude over here.
Like 5.
And it's like 500 different mechanics.
True, yeah, you have to take at least 1 set. Probably like, you know, if you're not doing a bomb, you have to hit the boss, basically. It's just, you know, it's a fuck ton of damage. And they will tune it such that you need to land, basically, every ball that you can into the boss.
I guess the small bombs can get taken care of by like just passive AoE and like natural and shit. Really.
Yeah, I mean, the dude will be spamming Moonfall and shit, right?
When they make it
Starfall.
I mean, what? Moonfall.
Moonfall.
Need to join the group page.
My raid leader just called Starfall Moonfall. New druid ability just being unlocked, Moonfall. The Windwalker with middle of DPS rankings? I don't think so. From all my testing so far, we're doing pretty well, to be honest. I mean, it's too early to tell, really. There's still going to be like loads of PCR changes coming out. Some classes will get buffed, some will get nerfed, so it's always going to be hard to tell. But at the moment, I'm always like usually in the top half, if not in the top. I think we're in a good place, and I think that there's a high chance we're not going to be like how we were this season. That might be a little bit of copium. Like, they can't do that to us twice, right? But I'd be surprised if we're in a bad spot this season, just based on all of the changes and all of the new things we've got in our kit.
No, they did not nerf Ranger. Today.
I mean, we're gonna do some more
That's a buff that purged something.
we're gonna do some more Mythic Plus testing tomorrow. Then we'll have a look at the Legacy dungeons, and I'll be able to actually test out these new Crackling Jade Lightning Shadow Pan builds in those to see get more of an idea of how we're going to do in Mythic Plus. Because obviously Mythic Plus and Raiding are completely different damage-wise, aren't they? So that'll be interesting. We're not going to be Enhancement Shaman damage, but I don't think we're going to be as bad as, like... What's a spec that's always, like, really rough? Feral. Is Feral always really rough? It kind of is, isn't it? Unless we get nerfed heavily, I think we'll be in a really good spot next year. From just initial testing. I haven't felt like I've ever done, like, really bad damage or suboptimal. Or felt like I should be doing more. It feels like it's kind of in a nice spot. On the other hand, you don't want to be the top damage. Because the top damage always gets nerfed. And then, like, they don't really get, like, saved, if that makes sense. Like, if you're top damage at the start of the tier, Blizzard will just nerf you for weeks on end. Look at Fury Warrior. They went into Season 1, like, top of the top. And they got nerfed, like, 5 times in a row. And now they're garbage tier. How did the boss just pull?
No, we don't need to pull it. We know what to do, yeah. I think they're probably going to keep delaying it, I think, until they can confirm the fucking balls work properly, you know?
Yeah, but if you look at the map, there is no 5th boss, there's just the first boss and there's 4. Pick.
Yeah, I think you do pick, yeah.
Crazy. Maybe
I mean,
first 5 or
Yeah, you do pick. They are right. You can go to whatever
might
boss
go
order
to
you
what we
want.
just did first. I don't know. You know, I don't know what the order will be.
So the door on the right is locked, and the only way we can go is the first boss here.
Yeah, but
yeah, you go Gear Grinder first, and
I
then I
think
think
you
you
do
get a
first, and then
choice.
you can choose
Or
the
you
next
might be able to go to Cauldron second, and then you get your choice. So there's a good chance that it's not going to be like a
And then I
fixed
think
boss
you
order,
go
like in
sequentially through the last three.
Nurubar. Like the only real choice you got in Nurubar was, do you want to do Kaiveza first, or do you want to do Ovanax first? That was the only real choice you got.
I don't think Rick will be that fucking hard, to be honest.
Rick is always hard.
Oh yeah, man, me too. I love Windwalker,
requirement,
so
we need to be on top of the-
I mean, I'm always going to speak positive of it. I mean, I know we've had our issues,
things,
but
it'll that's probably the make or
I'm
break
always
for that.
optimistic that we're going to be like good. Always optimistic. Until it's right in front of me and we're not doing good, in which case then I'm coping, and then I'm going to be like, they're going to buff us, they're going to buff us at some point, But no, I think so far I've done a lot of PTR testing.
Yeah.
Like, I've done PTR testing since PTR came out, and they've only ever kept adding things to us. Like, initially we started off with, like, a new build with Slicing Winds, and then they gave us a new Crackling Jade Lightning build. And now they've buffed out Conduit the Celestial a few times, so it feels nicer to play. I mean, everything that they've given us so far has been really nice, either buffs, like new abilities, or quality of life. They haven't taken anything away from us yet. Obviously, there's always that looming yet. Have they given us too much? What are they gonna nerf? But take it a week at a time. Until I see some serious, like, nerfs, I'm gonna say we're in a good spot. I'd say, if I had to grade it with a ranking, it's hard to tell because I'm not sure how other classes are doing. Like, I'm pretty locked into Windwalker. Maybe B+? I want to say A, but we'll go B+. B+ is good, right? If you got a B+ on a test, you'd be happy with that, right? We meta, right? Probably not going to be Messer, because I think what stops us from ever being Messer is our cap on AoE, so I think we can never really be Messer in Mythic Plus, because at the end of the day, to be, like, really good at Mythic Plus, you got to be able to do, like, massive pulls. And we're capped to, like, 5 targets, really, aren't we? So we always struggle if you're trying to do, like, big pulls, which you have to do in, like, plus 14s, 15s, 16s to time them. So I don't know if we can ever be, like, full-on Mythic Plus Messer, because we're self-locked. But in Raid, I think we can be quite good in Raid. And I think we were quite good in this Raid. I mean, on paper, statistics-wise, apparently we're not, but I don't know. I play Windwalker week in, week out, and I think it does good. Not meta, though. I'm not going to go as far as saying that we're going to be Messer. But who wants to play Messer anyway? Except Demon Hunters. Huh? Get it? Because Metamorphosis? Yeah. I'll see myself out. We're not currently on the next boss. I think because Blizzard just made that announcement that they've hotfixed that garbage boss, people are still testing it. But our concern is, one, it still looks bugged from looking at other players' streams. So, and two, we don't want to break our characters because that's what we did yesterday by pulling a boss for like a duration past its like window. So we don't want to end up in the situation where we pull it again, we get bricked, everybody has to make new PTR characters. It's just not fun. That felt awful to do yesterday.
Pretty unlucky, but it probably could happen. I mean, they'll probably hardcode it so that heals get it. I think if heals get it, it is really cut because like battles and everything else happens.
Yo, I'm back. What's up?
Not much.
Next boss, hello?
No.
Hello?
Next boss,
I think
hello.
it's still bugged. Rel just wiped at 88%. Or just fucking bumped off.
That Northern Sky Guild suck.
Nice guild, Mikey.
Yeah, I don't care about the Mesa, except I can't get into keys if I'm not playing Mesa. I've been applying for about 8 days to get into a plus 14, still nothing. Yeah, I mean, that's the only downside of not being a meta spec, right? But then, on the other side of that, have you ever run a dungeon with meta specs and then you still don't time it because the people playing the meta specs are, like, how do I say it in a nice way, awful at their classes because they're playing Flavor of the Month? Like, that's the biggest issue with Mesa, is so many people switch to the new Mesa, but they don't know how to play the class. They're playing it because it does higher damage, just generally. Like, the amount of times I've, like, made a group and I've invited, like, Death Knight and stuff because it's a high key, or Voker, and then it just absolutely goes to shambles. So, meta is such a WoW brain sort of thing. Like, people always funnel into the Mesa, and then you're technically not taking a good player, you're just taking a good class, and it sucks. So I always run my own keys. It's one of the things that I advise people, Windwalkers, to do, particularly because it just sucks waiting, trying to join a plus 14 or something, and then no one's inviting you, and you just spend like hours and hours when you could push your like 12 or something up to a 14 relatively easily, and then you're in control of the group, you can go when you want, and you can decide who you take, Meta or no Meta, maybe something that works well with Windwalker, you know, prot warrior, priest or something. Things that buff us. So we don't necessarily work that well with the Meta classes at the moment. I mean, Shaman, I guess, yeah, because we're kind of better with our auto attacks now, so Wind Fury's not too bad, but I always run my own keys. I don't have time to get declined for half an hour in a row. One, it hurts my ego. And two, it just sucks. It just feels awful. Because you know that you're competing against 50 other players, and the color of their names are red and blue and green. So you're never getting taken. Oh, you're an outlaw rogue. I think we're getting to that phase now as well, where people are kind of low-key stopping playing Mythic Plus, if that makes sense. Like, the new season's on the horizon, people have probably pushed for like months now. I think we're getting into that period where keys are harder to get into. Not as many people are doing them. I mean, we just finished with Christmas, haven't we? So it's kind of like the die-down season. I didn't play Windwalker since Mists. I'm considering re-rolling. I think Windwalker's in a really good spot. Yeah, I mean, it is Vitality. If you haven't played it since Mists, man, I didn't play in Mists, so I don't know what Windwalker was like then. I only started in Warlords of Draenor, which at the time I got like joked on, like, oh, WoD baby, this guy hasn't been playing for ages. But like, when you think about it, WoD came out like 10 plus years ago. Like, sorry to make everybody feel old, but so when I say that I started in WoD, actually, that's already quite a long time ago. But yeah, it's had lots of different iterations. I personally really enjoyed the Serenity Windwalker that we had in Dragonflight. It's fairly similar to Conduit the Celestials, where it's all around burst windows. But I do like having Storm, Earth, and Fire as well. Which, realistically, all Storm, Earth, and Fire now is, because it doesn't give us Mark of the Crane or anything, it's just a damage amp, right? Like before, it was a damage amp and it helped us get Mark of the Crane stacks. So it did like 2 jobs. But now it's literally just a damage amp. It kind of feels like it could be a completely different ability. It could just be a button that gives you like an internal damage buff. But people like the clones, and it's so buggy as well. I mean, I've rarely experienced Storm Earth and Fire bugs, but if you look online for Storm Earth and Fire bugs through the years, tons of them. Oh, we've gone. Alright, I'm going to send Discord on now. So this is the boss. Yeah, I'm going to stop yapping about Windwalker. This is the boss room, by the way, guys. This is so cool, right? Like, for a boss room.
You can actually fall in.
Button.
Yeah, just if y'all can stop, you know,
Like, it's massive conveyor belts.
Again, you will die even on pull.
Do you instant die?
Massive fire trips. It's such a cool boss room. I've missed encounters like this.
The boss, and I think, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's just say red goes on skull and blue goes on blue, okay? Let's just see what the fuck happens.
Red goes on skull, blue goes on...
Okay, you know what, I'll make it easy for you. Okay, does that make it a little bit easier?
Yeah. So we're going to be assigned, like Silken Court, we're going to be assigned a random color, and you got to stick with your group.
So you're going to get a color
or stand
now.
in circle.
Actually, let's just do it like this. I've moved the markers, look at that.
I have no idea what color I am. Red, I think.
Okay. Yeah, blue can just go on to blue. Oh, I'm just getting up to it.
Passing blue players.
Oh, blue
What
players, you're
just-
crazy. You're insane.
This happened.
Bro,
Why is he blaming
You
us?
can't even move to the blue because the red is in the way, bro.
So stupid, man.
Okay. Did you get blue wheels? Hopefully, right?
The one thing I did read about this boss that people were a little bit complaining about was the visual clarity. What I mean by that is there's so much going on, like, that doesn't need to be going on, if that makes sense. Like, it's fine, all the mechanics are fine, but it's everything else, like loads of like fireworks going off, sparks. It can make it quite hard to tell what's going on. I noticed that on the 3rd boss in the raid as well, that when the pyrotechnics came out, like, I couldn't see the actual mechanics I had to focus on because there was so much going on my screen that it was horrendous. So it might be one of those bosses, which will probably get a feedback report from me if it is the same, because visual clarity is so important in this game. Actually knowing what you need to dodge and stuff, it makes a difference. All right, let's find out what color I am. It's really hard to tell. I'm blue. Yeah, blue. Like, what? Like, if you just tuned in, what is going on? Like, what? Like, what is actually going on? So drills come out the ground. You don't want to stand in them. They stun you. You want to stay with your blue group or your red group. There are lines to dodge. And then there's electric fields. On top of that as well, I think I'm the only blue guy left, so not good. On top of that, right, there's bombs that need to be blown up by certain people, certain colors. It's crazy, but not being able to see what's going on is just... it makes it so much harder. But fun boss. I think it's going to be a really funny boss. Anyway, I'm going to properly get in Discord now and actually listen to what's going on, guys.
Crazy red people, you need to basically move out from the blue one on your side. And the same for the blue people. You know, you need to get away from the red one so that a red person can come in and do it. I suspect this will be done by a week or it'll tell you to do it, but for now we'll just say me and Wheels always do the first one, and then, you know, at one range of either colour is the next one. We'll say...
Could we change the stats to, like this? So red has all of this side, because both the
I mean, it doesn't matter, it's just the same, it's a square either way. It doesn't make any difference.
I really want to jump in, but I know it's not the right thing to do.
We'll do red on the far side. And just get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Jump 3 times.
Move. So I'll go very first.
Am I blue? I'm blue. Alright. It is hard to tell what color you are without a weak aura.
First, wheel second. Go. Then blue range next. Go now. Red range next. Go now. You went too fast.
I'm popping defenses about the Wazo here.
Doubles.
Okay. So taunt it. Good. Stay on your side. This is fine.
Yeah, so you got to stick to your
Still-
sides. Don't be
Still
crazy.
fine.
Now we run.
And now you run to the
There
other
we go,
side.
Go. Careful, red person. You're behind us.
Yeah, I got res.
I know, I'm bit safe.
And now again, we just take it into the middle. So again,
Oh, I got drills on me, so I
Red go
probably want to
first,
put
red melee
these,
do it.
yeah, out of the way. Oh!
okay, I think you both just fine.
Yeah, we both did it.
So we definitely got the same blue shit zones. That's definitely a thing.
So you see what I mean? Cool fight, cool concept, but
I think we do want to do it like
what is
this,
going on my
actually,
screen?
Because then on the other side, whichever team,
Fist of Fury is so
Purple.
busted at the moment, by the way, guys. Just because of
yeah,
all the talents that we
try it
run.
like this. Because
In single target, it's just doing crazy damage, and our set piece as well just absolutely makes it hit so hard. One piece of advice is
Try and call out
make
if
a
you're gonna
macro
do it.
so that you never cancel
With a
Fist of
mind, just
Fury.
try and stand next to it.
If you cancel your
Just
Fist of
obviously
Fury, you're going to lose so
you
much
got it,
damage, especially
Yeah.
this season.
Do we do blue and red mine at the same time?
I do plan on making a macro
No.
video. I just haven't got
All
around
have
to
to
it.
be one at a time.
Okay, so you do one
Like a short, like 5-minute video. It wouldn't be
I'm
long.
saying that. I mean, let's try and maybe even keep it even more simple. We'll do one red. We'll do 2 red, then 2 blue, and I will go first, and then someone else on red team goes, and then obviously Wheels goes, then someone else on blue team goes on first set. We'll do that, okay?
I'm going to change
Yeah.
trinkets here, just because it's kind of
3,
hard to get the transmitter
1.
on pull. What colour am I?
Pick your colour.
I have no idea what colour I am.
am
Blue.
So I will go first. Red, you need to move. 2 of you behind us.
So if you run into another
Okay,
person
ready?
of colour,
I
you
go
don't kill
first.
each other.
Wheels next.
Instead, you just knock each other back.
Go now.
I don't think it can be cancelled. I'll be dragging us over the middle ground.
I think that's okay.
All these reds are right
red go
underneath the
again.
boss.
Good shot. Get ready to move after the beams have gone. Off we go. Careful, there is a hole.
Someone just run through the hole. That's the way.
Okay, so that's it. Blue's gone first. Now do a red. Good, perfect. Wait. Okay, red go again behind us. Good. And now finally blue go on the opposite side. You need to go get it. Taunt.
Ooh.
Not disastrous, I don't think.
You went off.
Oh yeah, and then these rockets come in that you gotta dodge. Good luck trying to spot
So
them
you
whilst
see these
everything
rockets,
else is
guys,
going.
don't dodge these that are flying around. These are like real things.
You see what I
These
mean? Like,
magnets in the middle.
fairly
pull
simple
you in.
fight, like single
Yeah,
target,
you need
but
to, you're gonna want to run away.
there's so much going on, so many mechanics you have to deal with. And that's not even like including the intermission. When the intermission comes in, like, oh no no no, oh no 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 no. I think the hardest thing at the moment is working out what color you are though on pull. There's so much electricity going out.
Because I think like you kind of diffuse it, you know.
Yeah, I think if it gets hit by the beam, then it goes up even harder.
It's any invention, it blows up.
Yeah.
And if you run into it with the opposite polarity, you also wipe us, so don't do that.
Yeah, contact the goblin and invention. Looking for Giga.
I don't know if we have like time to react, but if people get out faster with the drill too, that'd be good. You know, the screw up thing.
You do get quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you get it, just you need to get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Well, should we run to like the edges of the room with the drill then?
I think just away from the stack. Doesn't really matter. If you press S, that's fine. Melee might
What?
want to go to the side of it. You know. what I
Why
mean?
is a
Just don't be
Mistweaver
on the
third
markers,
on
I think.
damage?
I mean, like towards, if we synchronize it towards there and there rather than
That's
Oh.
crazy.
some more.
I think you can script it, to be fair. I mean, because you can do the mines. I mean, if I just move on, you could do like the far side mines, and then for the screw up people can go to the far side, and then you're not near any mines. You know, you can script it. So well, let's try that. So when me and Wheels do it, if we can, always go on a mine on the far side, okay, and then the people with the screw up go on the far side. Okay.
Is WeakAura fully not working
3,
like the debuff sees its
2,
spot? Yeah,
1.
WeakAuras don't really work at the moment. Because it's PTR, like we haven't really made too many.
Go.
Like we did have a WeakAura
Oh,
kit,
someone's
kind
on
of.
the wrong side.
Oh, it knocks you very far, actually.
Yeah.
But we haven't like gone in here like
Just died.
min-maxing WeakAuras and stuff, because obviously you only get an hour on the boss. It's more to just get an idea of how we want to do the boss.
So
But
I got
I'm just more
so-
thinking about that that damage from the Mistweaver. That's crazy.
Does anyone know if they went to the wrong colour?
Someone went in the wrong bomb as well.
Blue on the red side.
They're gonna make that channel longer, I'm sure.
I mean, there's enough time easy.
There is, but like, it's just unnecessarily short.
Basically, Michael,
I mean,
we're
it
playing
doesn't need
this.
to be
We're playing
so
this like
caught while they stand around for literally,
blind
like 20
almost.
seconds,
Like we know how the fight works,
maybe
but like
5 seconds.
Blizzard nowadays like make their fights kind of around WeakAuras and stuff, because that's just the norm. So when you go into fights without WeakAuras and stuff, they're always going to be harder. Because they literally design bosses around WeakAuras and add-ons and stuff.
I got knocked into you.
It's just how it works these days.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, it's just
Doesn't mean we can't do it.
Change
We're just
the
just getting used to it.
Okay. Check your colour.
I'm blue. I represent the blue team. I think spot and color is so important early here.
Done. You next.
Why are we pulling this
Now,
boss into the red
okay,
team?
Red range next. Far side go. Perfect. Move out, screw up. Perfect. Blue go now. Blue on far side, you need to go to the far side. Perfect. Now just dodge, just hit the boss. And don't fall in the hole.
Don't fall in the hole.
He doesn't move now, so you just have to run.
Alright, so now we just wait it out and stick on our side.
Let's have a, I think the blue one's about
There's
to
a
go
bomb
off.
at...
Watch out, screw up.
So I've got
Screw
a
up.
drill on me, so I want to kind of put my drill far away from people.
Let's have a, yep, red go. Red do 1. Done, done.
The drills don't like damage you much. They
Red go, yeah.
ooh.
Too slow.
The drills like just CC you, and if you get CC'd, you're probably
we know
gonna die.
tanks doing them though.
Oh, thanks for subscribing, Kelly.
Can't
Welcome
do
to
it
the
in
party.
fire.
Welcome to the White Fest.
Yeah, I feel like
The only thing that
it's
I'm really happy about
unnecessary
is this isn't
movement
bugged.
with the
This
boss
boss
and
doesn't seem bugged.
follow.
It is.
And that's all I can
It's
ask
just
for.
because we're guaranteed.
Like, just getting some time on this boss, like, actually you can see the fight going through, actually play it, feels so much nicer than that last boss we were on, where the entire fight was bugged. Like, we couldn't get past 30 minutes in. 30 minutes? 30 seconds! Couldn't get past 30 seconds in. Like, the entire server was just bugged. All guilds were having the same issue, so it's nice to actually be able to, like, play a boss fight.
Before you know it, you've just detonated 2 blue mines and with wipes. So I'll just
the
mark
sign
it.
like. Oh, yeah, I guess it...
Yeah, we could, Michael. I think it's just, I think it's just because of the fact, like, you only get an hour testing. It's just something we haven't done, is all. Like, yeah, you could easily set up a WeakAura. Like, we have someone that internally meets WeakAuras. To be honest, they might have done, and I just didn't download it, but it's not the end of the world. I can tell what color I am. More or less. He says, as he's probably going to, like, forget what color he is now. I'm blue again, right? Yeah. I'll, at like the half-hour mark, I'll try Celestial Conduit as well. I think that'll be quite fun to test out. Oh, that's not good. I'm trying to be greedy. I went on the wrong side of the laser and I couldn't hit the boss, so I put my foot in it. So now there's kind of a chill part. You just got to wait for the boss to come over. You might get a spike on you. And oh, someone walks to a bomb. Okay. Yeah, you can't do that. If you're the same color as the bomb, you can't walk into it.
Spawned.
Is spinning crane
Right,
kick
when we
good for
move,
you,
guys,
the group, or good for your
ain't know
DPS
where the
meter?
mines will spawn.
Yeah, spinning crane kick is now currently like our best single target ability button that you can press if it's buffed by Chi-Ji. So although it's not as high damage on the details, it's because I can only press it every so often. But like it genuinely is in both of our single target builds now. You want to be taking Dance of the Chi-Ji because of the changes they made. It is like your strong out of any button you can press is Windwalker Monk right now in single target. A glowing spinning crane kick will do the most damage. Just because of the changes. Will that change? Potentially. Might not though. Just because of how they've changed it. So, yeah, feels a little bit weird, but you want to be pressing it pretty much every time it's up.
He does 2 sets of mines on this side, so he stays long.
Oh no, that's alright, Michael. I didn't know much about the PTR either.
Might
This is
be
the
able to
first
get
PTR I've ever done.
CD come
I didn't know that there were bosses for an hour either
look,
until
guys,
I first
right now
got
we
in
just
here.
wiped mine. Oh, fucking go, someone walked in.
What color am I?
Side.
I'm red. So I can, yeah, you can tell, more or less. I just gotta keep my eye on the
Okay,
ball.
blue go first, I mark it. Done. Right next to you. No. Care. Yeah.
Rest in peace, everybody.
2 red people, both went melee, you know. Let me do the skull. Okay.
Yeah, so you can see I
Well,
just
the
walked into
assignment's proximity-based.
a thing here. It doesn't damage me, but it stuns you for ages.
Does
So
he
when you've got like
spawn,
tons
like,
of
2 things on the
mechanics
wall?
coming in, you're just gonna
Should we not test that?
you're just gonna get one shot.
Could be.
Like,
Yeah,
standing.
I don't know. The spawns the same every pull? Like when we position like
Yeah,
this.
it does sound weird stand up.
He spawns like a red on this on.
It is a relatively. It's not like it's not been a thing before. In Dragonflight, it was kind of a thing where it like was a button you took in single target, and it did loads of damage. But it wasn't like our strongest single target ability. I don't know if that's just an oversight by Blizzard, but it is what it is. But I like spinning crane kick because it adds like an extra button you can press when maybe you're like running low on energy or chi and you need like kind of a filler spell to let those like regen, like your energy particularly. Like you'll always find that sometimes you have a little bit of downtime. So having that extra free energy, free chi ability is always nice to have. So I don't think it like steals from the rotation. I think it adds. It complements. That's what we're gonna say. Complements the rotation.
We want to try it. We just want us to run in and pull it.
Yeah, if you're 3-4, try and stand on blue side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
well,
it's
let's
not
try
just the
1, 2
world.
left,
Yeah,
3,
not
4
first,
right,
just
try
the
it.
race to world first,
So,
guys.
like,
It's anybody can do PCR testing. The main
3,
reason we're doing it is because
2,
we're
1.
trying to go for like a higher world rating, and it just helps you get a bit of a head start, I guess. What color am I? Blue.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna stop muting Discord because I keep muting
Do blue
Discord,
close.
and it means I'm missing out on a few
Red
like
close.
team talks.
And then blue far. Blue far. Now.
So at the moment, whenever he's
Needs to go.
calling out like someone needs to go and stuff,
Then
it's
do
because
red
someone
far.
needs to blow up these bombs, basically.
Screw up.
So like,
Someone needs to do red bar.
Red far. Now just dodge.
oh, that came in so fast.
And now get ready to move. You can take the gate.
I thought I had time there before that came in.
We'll do blue close. I mean, I'll do it. Then do red close.
I'll do it.
And then do red far.
So you can see this bomb's red over here, so only a red
It's on our
person can
side,
proc
whatever
it.
has to come.
So now this, so like a player has to go around and blow us up from the red team. So you'll have 2 red, 2 blue, and it's like kind of the mechanic to have like blue people go over to the red side and stuff.
Usually there's like time.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Yeah.
We did just take forever to soak those.
And you can see in advance where the turrets stop on the conveyor. So
Yeah, I think it's like the same position every time.
Can
Relatively.
we try taking the boss a little bit further here as well?
Yeah, we can take it more to the side, yeah.
Not that it matters much.
Let's
if
try
we
some
are-
conduit.
When we switch sides,
Just to see what this looks like in
Yeah,
single
so
target, because I haven't really had a
somebody
good
hit it
test on a
True,
full-on single
true,
target
we should maybe
fight.
more
Like this
have
is the
our
only one in the
markers like
raid,
this, to be honest.
so it's nice to get a little bit of an idea how these two
Yeah,
builds
let's do it like
compete
that.
against each other. So far, like that
Does
pull
everyone
wasn't
understand
great,
what I
but
say if I say blue close or right red far?
yeah,
It's okay to say no, but does everyone understand what I'm talking about?
yeah, the bombs.
Okay. If it's like blue close, it's like the side that blue are on, there is a mine on your side of the map, and you need to, someone needs to go get it. And if it's like, yeah, you need to go left or right. I won't say it if it's not there. I guarantee you it's there. You just need to find it.
They look harder sound as well. I don't think they've changed. I think it's always been blue here and then red on the other side.
Oh yeah, we'll go
Yeah, I mean,
treacherous
I can see
transmitter
it
for
not
this as
being
well.
random.
Actually, no. Let's go House of
let's
Cards
give it a
still,
go.
just to see how it looks. 'Cause I'm comparing
okay.
it.
And I will drag it over. He doesn't really like to move, to be honest. So he's just... Okay, let's do red close and then blue close. Red now. Okay, blue get ready. Screw up. Blue now. And then go red far. Blue needs to go. Nice. Now blue far. Wait. Go. Perfect. Dodge for beam.
Knock me into the drill.
And just get ready to take the gate. And off you go.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, let's do blue close. You can get it right now. Good. And then let's do red close. It's behind us. Good.
I've got
and
the
then do
drills
red
on me, so I
far.
kind of don't want to drop them on my
Go now.
team.
Red far. Taunt. And then blue far in 3 seconds. You can go now.
Need to go.
Just too slow, guys. I mean, the red far took ages. You know, if I say it, can we go? Damage
Yeah, I
doesn't
had
matter.
to run. I had to run for it. I'm not getting there quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you know, think about it like this, guys. We get 2 colours each set. There's 10 people. You know, we shouldn't have to do literally like 3 and then it's on max to go get it, for example. There's definitely at least like 3 people faster than him.
Damage
So,
doesn't matter.
I think
Just go for it.
everyone's faster than me, so.
Yeah, a lot of time you just can't play around a boss like that, you know. I was gonna roll for it, but I was LOS by Dale all the time, for example.
Yeah, if we just stack on the boss shot, that's like 10 times easier than doing now to people everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're at range, you should just stack on the boss. I don't think there's any value in being far away. I think it just complicates things and just makes it awkward.
Also, this conveyor
People
belt
shouldn't
starts
have to, like,
moving during the
think
fight.
what they're gonna do, like just go mine, go. No one should be even near a mine.
So I started moving
Just try and
down.
be literally in melee range.
Just
Are
a
we
really
able to make
cool,
the gates
cool
longer?
concept, cool boss room.
Yeah, I mean,
The
this one can be a bit
we-
longer.
If we can make them go past the mine spawn point, which is like there, it does remove a little bit of complication.
Yeah, maybe do after this pull if it's on cooldown. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Well, let's try and make it past that second mindset. I promise you we can do it. Okay, so I'll tell you what colour. It'll be blue close. Guarantee now, blue close. Blue close, go. Alright, red close. Go. Okay, blue far. Blue far. Good. And now then red far. Now. Go on. Good. And now we just stand still. That's a blue res. Get ready to take the gate.
Where's the gate?
And now just again, you know, like, just stand
Found
here
it.
in the middle. Just wait. Do blue close, and then do red close. Blue close now. Okay,
Ow.
red close. Okay, and then red far. But you want to taunt out. Good, and then blue far. And then taunt now.
This is not how you do it.
I know. It's gone.
With the bomb splatter, do that.
So now the
Now
magnets.
just
Get,
dodge
oh
the
yeah, the
projectile,
rockets are
dodge the
coming in.
rockets. Easy to be
Oh!
dodged. You got a new
That's
colour
weird.
now, no? You've got a new colour.
Okay, I'm red now.
So then, obviously, it's very fast. I mean, just die with fucking death. You
This
have to
is
swap
crazy.
basically instantly.
Did the debuffs drop off for that reassignment?
Let me
No.
just
Like,
one sec. I'm blue. Did everybody change colours there, or did anyone get the same colour?
I got the same color.
I got the same color.
Okay. I just
Right,
wanted to
The
see if
okay.
you
debuff
could-
did drop off because that pull was only 130 and the debuff starts.
Yeah. You
Oh,
do
right,
just
good
have to
debuff
see
starts.
what you've got. There's another
Very
grace
fast-paced
period,
fight.
and you just have to react.
A
Super
lot going
fast.
on.
So it's just literally everyone being melee range, and you know you either stand still or you press W for 2 seconds and you're in position.
It's gonna be so much better with the regrow on in it. To
Yeah.
actually see it better.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think, guys, there'll be a weak aura, and it'll basically be like, you know, you'll read down the list of who needs to go next on a mine. So it'll be like, oh, Ladude, red, or it's like, go soak the red mine. You know, and then the next is always, you know, red and with the fucking blue name, go soak a blue mine. Probably something like that, right?
Yeah, and that's what I mean when I
Oh, I
say
meant
that weak
the
warriors are
debuff,
basically
because
Blizzard
quite honestly,
design their
I'm
bosses
not
around
picking
weak
top right
warriors
next to
because
my
that's
debuff.
literally exactly how this is going to come
Yeah,
out.
I mean, when we do the swap,
Is Conduit to play this
you
raid?
can, I don't
I'm
know,
unsure,
Relo's some
Batman.
kind of weak,
Could
I don't
be,
know if
could
it's
be.
like when
It feels
it's
nice,
on.
and it's definitely competitive with
Time now. That's just good.
definitely competitive with Shadowpan.
For everyone to do, just look in the top
Like
right one.
damage-wise, I'm comparing them right now on the
Okay,
single target
3,
boss, and they seem to
2,
do
1.
good damage, both of them. Like
Get color.
very competitive with each other.
Move. Okay, let's do blue close.
Oh, wrong color there. Don't tell them, chat.
Then red close. And then blue far. Red close, go. Blue far. Go. And then red far. Screw up. Go on.
What have I liked more in M+?
Watch out for the lasers.
Conduit the Celestial, but I'm a little bit biased because I played Shadowpan for like so many months on
Blue
end.
res, I can do it. You can insta-take.
That I really enjoyed I enjoyed the playstyle of Conduit as well.
And again, just stand on me and wheels.
I just think it's
Let's
really
do red
fun.
close.
Like high APM,
Blue close.
super good cooldowns.
Red close, go. You all stood there. You walked on a blue one.
I did walk on a blue one. I'm an idiot.
Even more? Have the red team stand between them? Is there any reason why we stand like we are?
Like where we are now.
Yeah, like, so I get why we stand on opposite sides in the first section, but here when we say like go for it, can't we stand between two of those?
Shadowpan passiveness doesn't add much in terms of gameplay. No, and on top of that, we've got a new boss set that is also a passive force set. So I think it just feels nice to have something that adds something to Windwalker. Gives it a little bit of a variety, maybe a little bit more
I don't know what
complexity.
you're doing, but I literally take the gate and then I walk 2 yards and I just stand still here.
However, when I do like Crackling Jade Lightning Shadowpan, I like that build a lot. And with Conduit the Celestials, I am enjoying
I mean, am I just stupid? But if everyone just stacks
the
it,
Slicing Winds
and you need
build.
to go to the far side. Say if I had to go soak one at Skull, I would do this. Boom. There's no way I walk into anyone. What, am I stupid? I mean, it just comes down to people just need to take the game and stand still in melee.
By the way,
Am I wrong?
What is the tank debuff here?
No, it's like 2 of the big ones, like a fall-off damage thing.
Okay, because I was just wondering if, for example, you and Fields always want to go ahead and like trigger the thing, right? If let's say you want to get your debuff done, then Fields taunts in between, and then you just swap off. So the boss just
You can do it like that, yeah. It would work. It's just more taunting and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would work. We'll just yeah, we'll just keep it like this because people do have to learn to do it. And me and Wheels will get it done. Well, let's just say 2. I don't think I need to call it. I mean, I will call it, but I think realistically you can just do blue close, blue far, red far every time.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
I don't think there's any RNG. You know, so let's just say blue close is done. You know the next one for blue, it's blue far. If you're a ranged and you haven't soaked yet, just go stand next to it and just wait. And then as soon as blue far is ready, because the last one's done, just boom, walk over it instantly. You know, but you shouldn't have to like move. It should just be like an insta reaction, because you can pre-move. You know. Okay, let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Get your colour. Okay, so it's blue close, then red close.
How was I red?
Blue far, then red far. So blue close now. Then red close. Then blue far. Screw up
I was
now.
so sure that I was
Red far.
blue there. Ow.
Perfect. Now just
too early.
We're all alive. Take it.
Lasers.
Stand still.
Oh. That's bad.
Yeah,
I don't
blue
like being
res.
on this side of the boss.
Take the gate.
Hello.
Blue res.
Should I go?
And again, just kind of like stand still now, unless you know.
So
stupid. So
red
blue
closest to my.
Then red close. Screw up. It will come.
I can't get it though. I don't
Okay.
think I've already got one.
Red close. And then blue far. Blue far. Blue far.
Now the rockets are gonna
Then
come in.
Try and get the red far. 2
See what I mean by visual clarity? Like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it could.
Yeah, I don't think you move wheels.
It might be because like 150 ping doesn't help, but
I don't mind.
it's hard to see a lot of the mechanics going on with so many like effects on the screen, like explosion effects and glows and.
Try again.
But in theory, it's a really fun boss. I do want to see the intermission because it's kind of crazy. Spoiler alert, you've got to get from one end to the other end and like Mach 100 speed, otherwise you just wipe.
Over here or whatever to the other side, and we're just waiting for the boss.
Shadow Pan, is lightning build not good with conduit?
Via the edge or some
It's
shit,
not
so
bad,
just
but I
screw
think
up
it
here
plays
and
better
just
with Shadow
continue.
Pan, just because of like the talent builds and stuff.
You can start
Like,
the phase like here, and then if you don't get the screw up, you just walk
like
forward.
conduit doesn't really benefit from it,
That's
or like
fine.
work synergize with it, whereas it synergizes really nicely with
I
slicing
will
winds
try and shout
because
when
of
you can screw up and just,
Heart of the Jade
you can
Serpent.
dodge
Like it
it.
just like perfectly
just
works and
do it
synergizes
right.
with it.
Nothing is going
Like it's not
on
like it's
back here, man.
unplayable, but Shadow Pan just kind of works
Middle is
nicer.
kinda like, I don't know, people moving through to pop and shit like that.
If that makes
Let's
sense.
try that. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
But at the end of the day, it's PTR. It's all testing at the moment. Like maybe it'll turn out that it is better.
Pick colour.
What color am I? Red. Okay.
Blue close first. Then red close. Blue close now.
Oh no.
Just did red far.
Well, that was red
Then we
close.
did blue close. So you did red close first.
Yeah, sorry, it's because you said red close and then you said blue close.
Yeah, so I should have just kept it simple, just white.
Popping!
How long is the pop debuff?
It's like 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
No, I mean the
And
one
then you
that
have
stops
2
you from
minutes.
popping again.
Yeah, it's my bad. I heard him say red close, and
I
then
just
as I ran
just
over it, he
like
said blue
what's
close.
her
I think he was
face is
calling
what's
the order of
intended.
what you'd go, like blue close, then red. So that's kind of on me.
The change.
I heard red close, I instantly went to pop a bomb.
Let's try again.
I'm going to switch back to Shadow,
Good
just
red
because it's a little bit easier to play here. I still think Conduit does loads of damage, and I prefer to play it. But I think...
Oh, someone's bald.
I don't know how I didn't die there, by the way. I'm blue. I just want it a little bit easier so I can focus on the mechanics, if that makes sense.
And
Especially on pull.
close. Red close. Screw up. Blue far. And red far. And just dodge. And take the gate. Remember what we said now about the screw up? Blue has no gate, just run.
We have no gate!
So try and be at the back. If you get the screw up, then stay at the back.
Yeah, we pop
Okay.
blue close
Blue
without
close is
being
done.
cool.
Good. Blue far. You just ran over it, Gazo, I think. Yeah. Try and be a melee, Gazo, and then you'll be fine.
No, I just screw up though.
Then you can't ever like, think about like where the mine positions are, right? And just gotta
Yeah, I
like
was just doing 350
remember.
bucks.
Yeah, I get you.
I think the popping debuff disappeared when we went through the gate, or around that time. So
I walked in this fire and
You
didn't
might
die.
have popped multiple times then, like per phase.
I still had it.
I wonder if that's got something to do with
I lost it. Weird.
Dance of the
Could be a
Winds.
bug or something where you take
Although I'd
the-
imagine fire is bit magic damage, right? This should have one-shot me, is what I'm trying to say. I just walked in there blindly. Should have one-shot me.
Okay, let's try again. No, we're not that far off, trust me.
No, we're not.
Let's go.
One good pull.
Get ready for your side. Move.
I have no idea. I'm gonna say blue. I like it's such a cluster. I have no idea.
Remember, I'm not going to call the order this time, I'll just say next. Next. Screw up. Next. That's blue. Finally, red. Go. Think about where the beams spawn in. Ready to go. Try and stay near the back now if you screw up. Remember, it's blue close, red close. Remember. Stay at the back if you screw up. Blue far. Red far last.
I can't.
They do just
I-
make it.
Do it, do it. Better.
Why are
Better.
they bleeding for DPS things?
This conveyor
It's
belt's
just-
really awkward.
Also, you guys are just not stacking in melee, and somebody had to go for like blue far that ball.
Yeah, it's a run
Yeah.
through. Several
Yeah, it was like they had to thread the needle to get to it. I mean, just go into melee, guys. Once the screw up cast is done, boom. Where am I? I'm in melee. Because people should not have to think to like go soak a mine and like
Are we
try and
doing
dodge
like
people.
Are we doing like 1-3 blue and 2-4 red, or every time? Or
No.
No, we
Oh.
were doing 1-2 red, 3-4 blue, but I don't think it makes a difference. I get different colours every pull. So, like,
But after you get your color, they always spawn like, you know, now.
Oh, yeah,
they
I get
spawn
different color
2
all the
blue
time.
here, right? So why would you not just sort your blue that blue is here and red is like on this opposite side, so you don't have to cross?
if I get blue and I know like blue is spawning here, can't I just stay here? Like even if red is here, because let's say
Yeah.
blue far.
yeah, I mean, on the opposite side, so like blue spawns like, so like, we're all at blue, but like, we got a blue mine here, but like to me that is blue territory. There's no reason a red person should be near a blue mine on their side of a room. I mean, like, you don't even need to be perfectly stacked, let's be real. Let's say the red mine's here, you can go near that. Just, you know what I mean? No blue person's gonna go near you. It's when you stack here, near the blue mine, that's when we run into trouble. Because someone has to come to you. You know what I mean? So, I'll try and call it a bit more to like while we learn, and just try and be in melee a bit more, because you probably don't appreciate it, but like when you see the opposite team's color, okay, just go. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, how do you get in? Color. It's blue close first. Then red close, blue close. Go. Okay. Next.
I'm gonna focus on getting blue close in the second
Next.
set. I think that's the
Wiser.
way I do it.
Good. And then red far. Screw up now. And then dodge beam. Nice one. This is good. You can take this insta-assault. And take the gate. So try and be screw up with the back, and then just walk forward into melee. It's blue close. Done.
Yep.
Red close.
See what I mean? So I got blue. You know blue's always
Blue
spawning
far.
there.
Done. Red far.
Oof.
Tiny bit too. We got 2 stacks. Tiny bit too fast.
So it makes
Good,
sense for
red
me
hold
to
it
like,
there.
well, yeah. Anyone could be stacking up there, but I think
So
that's a
let's
good
just try and
place for
do the
me to
core
do it,
swap.
'cause it's not in my opener, and there's a lot of dead time there. We're
Diva.
switching now. I think I'm red. Yeah, I'm red. So blue
Come
close.
over. I can't get it back over there.
Yeah, you can't.
And then it'll be blue far.
Oh
And then
yeah,
it'll be
What
red
is going on?
far. Taunt if you're alive.
We get blue far, red far.
Boom. Not terrible.
We're seeing the intermission.
So now
No.
you get the magnets too.
Oh, I don't get to
Unfortunate.
see it because I walked in a spike. But you'll see what he does. He'll port to the very other end of the
Just a bit
room.
late.
Oh yeah, but now what?
Well, he should do.
Now I think.
Oh no, it does this one now.
Cook it now.
Oh, that's really hard actually.
This
Yeah,
is
I
gonna be
forgot
a little
about this bit.
Awkward. Okay. So, what do we know at this point of the fight? We know that red is here, blue is here, and then we know that we get 2 mines here, 1 blue, 1 red. So the blue team just goes to the blue orb, the blue mine, and the red team just goes to a red mine. So if blue mine is on skull, we're just going to take a left turn swing around here, pop it, and then red team will be on the new skull, and then they pop their mine. What do we do about the ones near skull? We just send one range from either team, and you guys just need to not fucking run it, walk on each other. And again, maybe there'll be a weak card, but for
Yep,
tonight,
sucks to be a range, not my problem.
And again, we'll do the usual. We'll do the blue one first, then the red one. So when you go to this opposite diagonal one, it's blue mine first, then red mine. Does that all make sense to people? What I've said there?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, let's give that a go.
In theory.
I suspect after that one, it'll be the intermission. Okay. When salt's over here, we'll go. Okay. Let me put the colours back down.
I kind of want to go to the
3,
other side of the boss to see
2,
where my electricity
1.
is.
Put your colour.
Blue. I'm gonna. I'm gonna
Blue
assume
close.
there was a red on me. Amazing.
Just res it. It's red. Yep. Go. Red close.
I'm on the beginning of the map.
Blue far. Screw up now. And now red far. Go. Perfect. And now dodge. Dodge beams and shit. I can do the res. Get ready to take the gate.
Very far.
Let's go. I'll get you. I'll get you. Take it insta. Screw up. So blue close. Red close. Now. Blue far, get ready. Red, get away. Good. Red far. Go. Perfect. I taunt. Come into melee. And dodge now. Dodge. Play Wildwalker now. So get ready now for the color swap.
Dodge the bombs. Color swapping. I'm red now. Okay, now we're.
Move.
Yeah, cheeky boy.
Okay, do
So
blue
blue.
close.
Oh no, we popped them both. Yeah, someone went red close.
Yeah, we did red close too. Not too bad. What killed you, Wheels? Did I fuck you or what?
That pull went really well actually. Starting to get it.
Is Pyro Party part of the fucking rocket?
That's kind of crazy though. When this conveyor belt starts moving and you're trying to like cross over, you.
Did anybody die to the rocket?
The rocket seemed to be doing absolutely no fucking damage. Like I hit by one and there was like nothing.
Okay, I'm just thinking like if basically all the fucking DPS should be like under the boss and like the tanks are behind soaking maybe, but if it doesn't do anything then we won't worry about it.
It just knocks you, I think, a little bit, so it's like, okay, well, don't get knocked into the other color red.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do one more pull then leave it.
I also like how we're not stood on top of this. You can see our characters
Let's
are
try
floating.
and make it over to the diagonal again. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Check your colour. Move.
Blue, right? Yeah. There's a red on me.
Close. Oh, Jesus Christ. Try and recover.
There was a red in the blue.
Yeah. Okay. We can leave it there for now and have a break before the next boss. Does anyone
At least
I don't know.
it worked.
It's a cool boss.
No, it is a cool
Yeah.
boss. I do like the design. It is cool.
Best boss so far?
I don't know, could be.
I like the boss room. I do like it's cool.
It's infinitely better with Relo's Vigora pack. Telling you when you have the debuffs and shit. You don't need to pay attention at the ass of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the
I
design of
don't
that
think
boss,
though,
guys.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I'm thinking
people
like
will come up with
comparison
that
to
shit.
like.
I mean, Northern Sky, they're
I mean,
doing
none of
something
the bosses
very
are so
different.
bad so far.
It's what
Like
we're
from what
doing.
I've tested, obviously buggy, but that's not really how the boss is going
But
to
I
be.
don't know if they've made it as far as us, so maybe they're wrong and we're right.
But I think it's fun when the environment like plays a factor in the fight. When like you can tell this was like really thought out, this boss.
So like, if if you're red, you've got the whole area of that where you're standing, and then the 2 and 4, and then if you're blue, you've got the whole area of the 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'll drag over the stream to my stream. But just have
Anyway-
like all the red in the middle, basically, and then the blue on the edges.
I'm just gonna
That
pop to
just
the loo
seems
real
cool.
quick, guys. It'll be like 2 minutes.
I think it actually could work the way that we were doing it. Like nothing that.
Alright. So, we're doing 1 boss tonight. There are 2 bosses left in this raid, but because it's going to be like midnight for some people, we're not going to test the last one. For anyone that's tuned in a little bit later, I did say at the start. The next boss is kind of interesting. It's a giant slot machine, so that's already like piques interest. And he summons these like little ads that will have like an icon above their head, and you've got to basically kill them, pick up whatever mark they leave, and then put them inside the slot machine. But you can never do the same combination, and each combination you do will create a new mechanic almost. So it's kind of like a weird one. Like, I was looking through this one, and it didn't seem to have that many mechanics to it. Like, realistically, it's kind of straightforward. Like, it looks like a lot, but these are all, like, just different rewards, I guess they're called, but they're really mechanics. The other thing it does is it shoots giant coins out. And if you stand near the coin or in the path of the coin, like, and about to get hit, you'll get a massive damage buff. But if you get hit by the coin, you get one shot. So you got to play like, it's kind of like a gamble of, am I gonna try get this buff and risk dying, sort of thing. But then you've also got to shoot out the coin again, and yeah, it's rather simplistic. There's like 2 main mechanics to this fight, and that's about it. So compared to the last one we just did, where it's crazy and it looks like tons are going on, this one's rather simplistic, but I imagine it's going to be very punishing if you like get the wrong combination in. Because the gimmick is that each pull should have like different combinations, so you shouldn't be able to get the same one like each pull. I'd be surprised if that's on Mythic though. Because usually on Mythic they like to like kind of make things kind of fixed of what you'll get. Otherwise, you'll end up with like, for instance, a race to world first race, and suddenly one guild get like the good combination and kill the boss. The other guild don't get that combination for like pulls and pulls and pulls and keep wiping. So I'd be surprised if it's not consistent. But on the heroic testing that I saw, it was always random, which makes sense because that's kind of how they do heroic, because it's scaled down a lot. Anyway, let's hop back into Discord. Sorry if this was asked, but do you prefer lightning build or slicing winds? No, that's absolutely fine, Mac. I prefer lightning, just because I think it's, I don't know, there's something about shooting out lightning, hitting all these targets and doing tons of damage I really like. But I wouldn't, there's 2 sides to it. One is the lightning build seems to work better with Shadow Pan, and the slicing wind seems to work better with Celestial Conduit, and I prefer Celestial Conduit. So you see the issue there is I prefer the lightning build out of the 2, but you run it with the different hero talent. So I don't think slicing winds is bad, and I just don't think it's that good for raiding. I think for Mythic Plus it could be really good, and like from my testing it like really like works well, because in Mythic Plus you're always like fighting lots of ad packs and stuff, aren't you? And they're all grouped together, so you can get a lot of value of hitting everything. In raiding, a lot of these ads are spread out, so it makes more sense to go Crackling Jade Lightning. Because everything seems to be like all over the place, nothing like really groups up. So the Jade Lightning has a better chance of hitting all the targets, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess to answer your question, I prefer the Lightning build just from a like flavor sort of perspective and play style. But it's not that I dislike the slicing winds. I enjoy it. I enjoy Celestial Conduit a lot. So I'm gonna be testing out both of those builds tomorrow. I'm gonna do dungeon testing tomorrow at about 4 PM UK time. No idea what time that is for you, but yeah, I'll be doing the legacy dungeon testing tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Let's listen to Discord, shall we?
10% damage and healing. I'm saying that the enrage on this boss is going to be very hard if they tune it hard properly, and you know, you're going to have to basically get this very high uptime on this debuff, or as high as you can. And just remember, you only get this by you're standing near the coin and not quite getting hit. If you get hit, you will get one shot. 10.4 million damage.
Yeah, so it's basically saying like you pretty much have to get this buff, otherwise you're going to be cutting it super fine. So it's a very high risk fight.
You can, but just don't get hit.
Just don't get hit forehead.
Get the damage buff.
Okay.
And that's it. So I'm sure the God Gamers will figure this out. I think this is a boss that okay, write this one down. We're not doing this boss. Okay? We're not going to learn anything here. I don't know if we'll do this boss for a full hour, because again, the God Gamers will figure this one out for us, but we'll give it a go, and if only to practice it for normal and heroic, and we'll give it a go and see what happens.
This guy might really just call me a non-God gamer.
Fucking gambling.
Huh?
Because gotta.
You just say we're not God gamers.
Pretty sick.
You might be right.
Yeah.
We love gamba.
Gotta bring back gambling and raid.
Bring back
There's
GDKP.
Oh, I didn't get the right buff. Oh,
I didn't get the right buff.
Let's go next.
GG, no 5 buff, no damage amp.
Actually need to bring back Shards of Domination. Lul.
I would farm some Portia now.
Can we do some islands?
Islands.
Guys, oh my god, did you guys see the fucking leaked thing that Salt posted in the fucking Discord? I don't know if that's real or not, but Order Hall update. I swear to God.
Fake.
I better be fake, because Order Hall,
Hey, you're the kind of type to fall for anything, no?
Bro, it said Brewfest update twice on it. Like, why don't they just update it once, bro?
I mean,
Gotta
Why
keep
they
up to date.
why they planning a Brewfest update 2 years later, bro? That's crazy.
The next thing they're gonna announce is new Fresh Classic servers.
Bro,
Let's go.
bro, like I hope they actually announce a new class. Like we need some more supports in the game. I think it's healthy. You know?
New class. We just got evokers, no?
Wait,
Give me a good class fantasy.
Alright, bro.
Tinkerer.
Let me hold on.
Bard.
Let me cook. No. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. Okay. What about?
He's cooking.
Pausing.
He's overcooked.
He overheating.
Wait,
he's gonna blow.
Wait.
He's googling right now.
Bang,
What would be a good?
I got it. Apothecary, bang, done. Support.
What?
Oh, what?
Yeah,
just
apothecary, man.
Googled the list
Potion.
about
No.
I didn't understand again. A what?
Oh, a brewmaster.
Apothecary, man.
What? They throw
It's like-
pots at people and stuff. What?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Bro says herbalism is supposed to be a fucking herbalism.
Herbalism spec, yeah. Yes, bro.
He overcooked here, guys.
Yeah, you can't just make a professional class, bro.
Why not?
Okay, I got it. What if?
Plant summoner.
What if? No. What if? Like
Like
bang, Sargeras, good now, right? Illidan back, huge. And like, what if, throughout this whole Zalta fucking scandal, right? What if,
This guy's yapping,
just,
guys.
like,
I
there's a
don't
class
even
that
think he
can
knows what
use
he's
the
talking
void.
about.
like, in its true nature, and then it has like, no, shut up, nobody cares for Sharp Priest. True nature, right? Use the void, and then I have like fucking stances, bro.
No flame to the guy, but this is every I hear this every raid night. He's a good yapper. It's all fun and games, but when he goes, he goes. He makes our like reclears interesting though. But like he can talk. Like, I love him.
TLDR for that one, AJ.
Bro, how about we delete Evoker and just have no sport class at all?
What
Just
delete
make it
Evoker,
easy.
man? What delete Evoker?
Base take.
I zoned out during the app. What did he say?
Oh, okay. Anyways,
Delete Evoker.
yes. Actually, today I played with Dan, right? And bro, I 1v1'd him in Theater of Pain. It was fucking everything. I just fucking
What?
CC'd him perma, bro.
Wait, you meant Dan War?
Yeah, at the Mythic
Wait,
guy.
did he play Arms of Fury?
He played Arms. Actually, yeah, he played Arms. Yeah.
How
And
did it do though?
I'm not sure.
I mean,
Too
it was
short of
keeping up
waiting
with Demo
for.
Warlock, but is that the
I think what's going on is because the boss was delayed, because the other boss was being fixed in air quotations. It wasn't fixed. That they like brought that one out a little bit later, so it looks like they're like delaying this one a little bit as well. But yeah, we've learned our lesson with testing a boss for too long. It you'll just end up trapping your characters in limbo. So hopefully we get sorted in the next like 5 minutes or so. That would be ideal, so we can actually give this one a little bit of a test. But I think what Raid Leader was saying was right. Like, this is so far into the tier that obviously we're going for like high world rankings and stuff, but like people will figure this boss out before we get there. So like what you want to be doing at like our level, I think, is trying to get these like first bosses down, like understand how to do them as well as possible, so you can like get a high position in the standings early off. But these later bosses is like, these will be like weeks of playing. Not like months, but yeah, weeks. But a good idea to like how to min-max it. But I think he's right. This is going to be like, because it has a really quick in-rage. I think I want to say maybe 20% or something, or after you've done enough slots. You, oh, boss is up. You basically go into the in-rage, and then it's a race against time. But again, cool boss room. I know it's circular, a little bit boring, but look at this. It's like, well colourful. How bright is this? Anyway, let's go get Discord and see what's cooking.
Yeah, MC it. It's
MC is fucking horrific. I want it gone. It's dumb shit.
should be good.
Okay.
Bro, look how cool this arena looks, man.
Yeah, this is a cool arena.
Holy.
It's a roulette wheel.
It's a fucking Gamba arena, bro. There's a heart at the top, bro. Holy. Wicked.
Look at the. It's a spade. No, a heart. Yeah.
Spade, huh?
It's
Same
a
thing.
heart. Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah,
I
you're right.
thought I could run to the boss itself, but
Bro, this is.
Oh, the whole arena's like shaped like a
they've
heart as
dapped it
well.
up, you know?
Cool
So
room.
yeah.
Very
Wow.
cool room.
Yeah,
Fla-
man.
the flavor goes hard this
Can I
raid.
walk
They've
up
done a
to
good
this guy? What
job.
do you think's gonna happen? Let me see. But
Stabby's gonna beat you back.
The bouncer.
Is Stabby? Is
Well,
Stabby?
actually, I found his armor. You know, that's him right there. You know, protecting him. You know, wheels from when he gets the hose.
team mod, holy.
See if we can find a way to sneak past this guy and go see Gallywix.
So his first pull, all I care about is ranged healers. Try and roll the coins into a real assistant.
Oh, cool. Not even our job
Here
to
we go.
get the coins.
3,
I love being melee
2,
sometimes.
1.
Collect or stand in circle.
You cannot death grip these, FYI. So you see now, these are the coins going out.
Okay, so that should have one-shot me.
Go back. And roll them to the
Didn't
bottom.
one-shot me
These
though.
guys are just
It should though on Mythic.
pick up the
100%.
coins and just give them to the boss. Oh, big hit.
And the idea is you want to stand like near enough to them without getting hit. Obviously, not what I just did.
Through the middle, watch out.
And every time the coins come in, you want to stand near them. So it's like super min-max fight.
There's one in the back that you can roll in.
I don't have a button pop up.
He's detecting fraud.
One over to this Joker.
So this coin here, I don't know
He's
how
going through, watch out.
how close you have to be to it to get the buff. So this coin comes in, so I'm going to stand near it. Do I get the buff? I do, so you can see I've got the buff on my screen. There was a little WeakAura icon that we had that said I had it. So you don't have to stand in the line of it, you just have to stand next to it. So it's not as dangerous as it sounds.
Oh.
Okay.
But the theory is that you're going to literally have to min-max these coins so that you're constantly sending them towards your teammates and stuff.
On it?
You just got melee for 36 mil.
Oh.
And it's raged for 500% damage.
I stood on the coin and I couldn't shoot it.
This raid
Like I had
bugged?
the
Nah.
indicator, but no button.
So how does the coin work?
It rolls from the boss to the edge of the room. Once it's the edge of the room, it's gonna explode in an AoE circle around it. Once it explodes, you can pick it up and like throw it. Right?
Can you aim it?
You can aim it, yes, because you have to aim it into the boss, right?
Okay.
No,
calling that
into
that's the chip.
into the ads,
Let's
right?
call
My
that,
bad,
let's call that the chip. Okay, what about the coin you get from the ads? What do you throw that in?
Just go to the boss and
You
press an
pick it
action
up and
button.
throw it at the boss as well, yeah.
Give it, how
Like
do you
an
throw
action
it?
button.
Do people
Well,
get
apparently
yeah.
there's an action button. Like use pick the action
there's like
button.
there's like a soak circle. You run into it, then you get into it.
Yeah, so just people need to be conscious that if you pick it up, you have to throw it in.
Okay, come to the left. That's what I want to do. Range, stand on blue. Sorry, everyone's going to go on skull, and we're going to try and roll the coins into this wall right here behind us. And then we're just going to roll them into the middle. So we all want to go to skull and pull. Okay, we're going to bait the coins into this wall so someone doesn't have to run, you know, over the Himalayas to go and pick up a coin. Okay? Alright,
Makes sense.
Go.
Different
3.
directions random.
Oh, well, it's going to target somebody.
Collect or stand in circle.
I hope. You know, hit the real. So dodge it now. CC. Easy bait.
So I didn't get the buff. I wasn't
So
close
now
enough there.
roll that one behind us.
I did feel like I was relatively close though.
Yeah, it's cool. Big hit.
Okay, I was close enough to that one.
And just focus the ads.
No, we only had one with the coin.
Jinkies. So let's go to the edge if you got that.
Is it the frontal we just had to?
Let's just see. Okay, let's just wipe that. It's hard. We need to have a. Well, you get 2 coins, right? And when the coin hits them, we lose the coin, right? So you can't put one coin on multiple dudes.
Right, that seems to be the case.
And you can't hit them below 20% unless you hit them with a coin.
Oh
So
yes, I
realistically,
forget.
the coin is a
Mythic.
fucking heal-up mechanic.
Yeah, I
Keep
forgot about that. You
heal.
have to hit them with
Okay.
one of the
You have to
chips
count the
that
chip
comes
instead
out.
of the coin.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
They can't die.
Because there's otherwise, I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to be standing facing the wall because we had one going wide, I think.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Don't
just.
do it quite this close because the chip hitting the wall does a void zone around it. So if we all stand here, we all need to run out of the void zone.
Yeah, so drag boss to like
Like
there,
aim
and
it
then
here.
we all stand there.
Yeah. Okay. So like, you see how we have skull, blue, and red. That's where these ads like roughly spawn. Let's just say one coin is thrown by Max, throw it at skull. Second coin, thrown by Gaza, throw it at blue. Okay, let's just try that for now. I'm gonna pull the boss. I want you to go to orange. Okay? And just, it's literally just gonna be between ills and orange, it'll hit the wall, and it won't hit any of you. Okay? So baiting right now. Move. Just want to put it right into the wall beside us. So just move out a bit. Well, if we can at least try. So get the coins. Max and Gaza. And then drag the boss onto the assistants.
There's a coin somewhere. There was a dodge icon. Oh yeah. Ow. Ooh, oh my god, it's chaotic.
I think we threw the coins, but HP is.
Yeah, so you can see they
quite
hit the
Yeah,
ads.
they got hit. We just didn't kill them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So all I can say is stand on the orange marker, and let's just bait them both behind us. And then, we don't put in a wall and 3 people die. Okay, let's try that. And then basically the boss is going to do more coins. And when you roll a coin, did you guys get a debuff, do you know?
No.
Oh, so you can have the same person just on coin
I
juice.
mean, basically you guys could end up just throwing coins the whole fucking fight.
Sucks to be range. That's
Well, now
awful.
just literally walk forward, stand on orange. 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you when to move. Move now.
Move away from the wall. Away from the wall.
Okay, Gaza. And then wheels, you're going to drag it onto, like, red. Sorry, skull. Sorry.
One of the ads didn't get hit.
Okay, we'll get more.
Yeah, that first one didn't get hit.
Middle one, you can DPS still.
Kick. Throw these coins in.
Alright, so that guy didn't get hit, so he's not taking any damage.
Oh, he missed.
Ooh.
Wait, was that one bugged? Looked like it was.
It's another one of those fights where it's hard to tell what's going on. I think it's just it could just be like haven't seen the fight that often, but a lot of effects on my screen right now.
I got knocked back into one.
Nurbar wasn't like this
the,
effecty. Effecty? It's not a word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, let's just try again. You have to remember too, like, if we do it properly at orange, they're going to be rolling coins, like chips, if you want to call it that, through here. You know what I mean? So you don't want to stand between here and those world markers basically, because coins are moving through.
By the way, guys, if you like stand like close to a chip when it's rolling, you get a buff and you do more damage. Damage buff, high roller.
Yeah. But when you pick up a ship and you aim it, the line is short, but it goes all the way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Till it hits the wall.
Or an ad.
Or an ad, yeah.
Yeah. But we
Yeah.
mainly put them into the boss or the ads?
Much like the
Putting 'em
goblins
into the
having
boss
like
does nothing.
let's chill him whilst we fight this boss. Let's
The
just
ads
playing
have
on
a
the
debuff,
roulette
buff,
wheel.
whatever. You can't reduce them below 20% unless they're hit by a coin.
Oh yeah.
So we get 2 coins
We're-
at the start. That's skull and blue. And then the boss will roll out 2 more, and then one of them needs to go onto red. And the other one just send it anywhere. But if you both just aim it at red, if we're being honest, just make sure one of you fucking hits it.
Yeah, let me get blue this time, Max.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's say Max does skull, Gaza does blue.
Ideally, once you've spawned the first coins, you should probably move the boss and everyone to there, so that they're not in the path of the coins over here.
Good point, yeah. Try and move it on the far side of blue wheels. Or me if I've got it. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Facing at orange. Facing at orange. I'll tell you when to move. Now.
Onto blue, ideally, whenever you can.
Okay, and then you can take. No, I'm not.
What are you aiming, Gaza?
You get blue, you get blue, you get blue.
You take it, take it, take it.
Look out, look out, look out, onto blue. Right, you can DPS down skull and blue.
Okay. Dodging line now, dodging line. I will fire 1 at red.
We don't need to... Oh yeah, we do need to kill the guard, I guess.
Ow! Did I get hit
Red
by
is
a
done now.
fire? No, I got hit by
We didn't feed the things
a
in.
coin.
Yeah, I mean we're just too slow on
Oh
the
no,
damage.
it was really the fire, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll
Realistically.
post the damage to
How movable is the boss then?
I think you can move it infinitely because the tank mechanic is ranged. So you can keep it in
Yeah.
the middle forever.
Well, so I mean, either we can just
In between skull
clear a
and blue.
path, or we can move it to blue and then move it back once the ads are done. I don't know what you want to do, if that's too much movement.
Say that again.
So either we keep a path clear between, like, along this axis, right?
Yeah.
Or you can move it to blue, and then once the ads are both done, like, we can call that, you can move it back in between, and then they can be semi-cleaved, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We either go from like skull to blue to red, right, or just leave it in the middle. And I
Well,
don't know.
red can-
Let's be real. People are gonna get hit by the coins. I think they're just gonna get hit by them. I don't know. It's really hard to dodge
Okay,
them
so-
because you're just not looking right.
I mean, this is PTR. We're not killing the boss. Boss damage is optional.
You choose
Yeah.
it for Lucian.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't lust
doesn't
and
need
pull.
red doesn't need to die. It's quick, I don't think so.
No, it technically doesn't. I think it just does a ramp in auto attack that will kill eventually. But
It just needs to be interrupted.
Oh, I thought I made it though.
And it can be ranged down, I guess.
okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Try and really focus on the bait. I mean, just you know, you can literally just stand here, put the shroud, and then just walk forward and stand on orange. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so save.
Why is
Save
it?
your shit. Well, dude. Okay, you can insta take.
This is very awesome.
It's fine.
Maybe it's for try blue again.
Oh, it's in the way.
That is crazy.
Folks, yeah, we haven't hit them halfway.
Hit
The
one.
other one.
No, the angle was literally impossible there. Because of the ads and how they spawned.
How does that work
Okay,
then? If I go on a chip.
We could try and
Oh, then you
stand
extra action
more
button
near,
it.
like, this
Okay,
orange
that's kind
and
of cool.
then- Oops.
It's definitely going to be like a ranged mechanic though.
It's
I'm
kind of
pretty
weird,
sure
like,
these
the
chips.
angle-
So
Well,
melee
it's
seems to
better
kind of be
than
chilling on
boss
this
in the
fight, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, realistically, all melee have to do is just not get hit by stuff and focus ads. This seems like a relatively ranged mechanic. Tanks have to move out to the edge with their circles. Ranged kind of have to deal with the chips and all that jazz. Yeah, this kind of seems like a chill melee fight, to be honest. W.
I didn't notice it.
I think that's a coin-related mechanic.
It's a debuff, so when you get dispelled, it spawns the tornadoes.
Ah, yeah. It's this from the real assistance.
We don't have a weak aura to show it, right?
I was trying to Transcendence past him.
I'm sure it's in the liquid pack. Give me a moment.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the chips are meant to one-shot you on Mythic. That was like one of the things I read when looking through the notes for this boss.
Yeah.
Where
You ready?
Payline... Yeah, you suffer 10.4 million damage. But, that's more health than I have. I should be getting one-shot by these. I don't know. Good bug. Good blood. Bug blizzard.
We'll give it a go. So stand near this orange, and then it opens up the angle a bit better for them, okay?
Okay.
No, because then it's hard to get the buff around. It should be fine.
Am I still in the game?
You're dead now.
I'll get Skull goes up. Right, Skull and Blue are killable. So.
Dodging lines. One near Skullad.
Missed an instruct.
Going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you're gonna Brood Twister in kick weak aura of us.
I mean, the two
I'm dead.
The two here should come naturally. Like whichever two you're actively killing should come naturally. It's only the third
If
farm
you don't,
that you'll need to actually.
if you don't notice those lines though, you are just going to get one shot on this boss so often.
For order for.
But there'll be a weak aura that just says lines coming in now. Once again, it's going to be a super weak aura fight. All boss fights are weak aura fights
Yeah,
now,
I don't
aren't
know,
they?
we'll give it another go. I mean, I don't have any advances on what we're doing right now, to be honest. And just we're gonna keep pulling it.
Are we actually like getting the bus into the bus? Or,
No,
like,
that's why we wipe.
Yeah, but have you gotten any? Like even like one?
I mean, basically, if you kill a real assistant, you can get a buff in, basically.
Yeah, but like, have you like deposited like at least one? You know.
I don't know. I haven't done one.
With anyone else?
No.
No, I mean, we just don't kill them. I think that's the main problem. I'll just pull again. Go over here. Just remember, like, run forward at the start, okay? And I'm not going to say move. Just watch. Okay, just watch the payline cast bar. Done. Right, move. Try and feed one coin now.
Get this one quick.
Try moving it over. Got to roll a coin in. There's one back to the left.
I hope that we did it.
Okay, well, a little bit further.
What the hell is going on?
Is there nothing happening to the third ad then? Or is
It's
it...
cast in.
You got to kill it.
Yeah, we need to kill it.
Yeah, if you can drag it over, go for it. Dodge
Coin
payline.
coming in. Coin coming in.
Fucking hell, another side.
That is another way you could do it. That is another way you can do the coins. Like, you could have the boss shoot his coins into the ad as well. It doesn't just have to be the player shot ones. So that's what just happened there on that one. The boss shot it into it. It'd be harder, obviously.
They would need to bait it.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be harder, but that is possible.
I think the only issue of doing that is you lose the coin You don't get to roll it back for damage, but if
Right.
you're not taking advantage of that, then it's obviously doesn't matter, right? I don't know. It's so weird too, right? Because every pull, you're gonna get different mechanics.
Is
In
it?
theory, I mean, not every pull, but a lot of pulls.
You'll probably have a set order
The Mythic,
of
right?
what you put in.
Well, I mean, there's 4 coins in total now. Coin, shock, bomb, flame, and you're gonna get 3. So it's very possible on pull you might not get the coin you want. I don't know. Maybe people just fucking wipe it. I don't know.
Do they not make it consistent on Mythic though? Like, would they not just?
I think
Because obviously you could have raced to world
not-
first, then you don't get the good combo, you don't kill the boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually a fucking slot machine boss. Oh my god.
What's that?
Oh
Liquid
my
got the good combo. Echo haven't got it for like a week. You know what I mean? I'd imagine they make it consistent on Mythic.
I feel like this boss will be the Halandras, you know.
You can only play every combo once anyway, so don't think it will matter that much.
The order might matter to a degree.
Yeah, you'll
Do
have
it
to do
another
everything,
try.
and then once it does every all, it'll just go mental.
Why was that under me?
What the hell?
What was that?
These bosses are cooked, guys. Although again, this boss isn't bugged, so at least that. I mean, this is definitely hard, and like,
No,
of
you
course they're
don't
going to
get
be
the
hard.
same
These are
mechanic
Mythic
at that
end
point
bosses,
in the
right?
fight.
Without weak auras or ideas about how to do them, so it's all theory crafting right now. These are some difficult bosses. But the one thing is that it's not bugged.
1.4 million when they hit.
Like, I think that's like the one at least plus that we can actually get some testing on them and see some bosses. Because last night we got to like the second boss and it was mega bugged. Third boss was mega bugged, and it kind of just wasn't that fun to pull because like you couldn't do anything on them. So at least with these bosses, they're hard, but they're not bugged hard. Also, you got this guy that's constantly knocking us back. That's pretty funny. I can imagine this is where most people will spend their time, in this boss room, getting battered by this guy. But I don't think we'll make any real progress. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to make real progress on these later bosses. I don't think any guilds works. Just to get an idea of timers, cooldowns, that sort of thing, and just to see them. Really cool boss room.
You'll want them maybe to explode at different times so that it doesn't stack and kill you. But I think it bugged out there because it hit everyone for like 8 mil and brought everyone low. Or maybe we were standing in, I don't know.
I don't know. Let's give it one more pull and then we'll probably just leave it because, you know, this is a fucking race toward first, figure it out type of angle. Okay.
And
3,
not our problem.
2, 1.
I think we scrap standing on orange.
Paper boss shortly.
Can you get blue guys or is the angle hard?
Take it. I'm trying to deposit the coins. That's it. Finish this one. Careful, coins are out.
Launch.
Bees on the edge. I'm rolling a coin at it now. Be careful, it's coming from the far side. Done. Try and feed the coins.
Froggers.
You can taunt.
Might actually see like mechanic.
Coins again.
Okay, so we're getting sucked by something that feels atrocious.
And then again, just roll them at the edge. Anyone can do it.
I don't think this isn't going to be a long boss fight. This is
Extraction
going to be a
bullet.
super
What you
big
aim for?
damage check though.
We have a spare coin down as well. You do want to get rid of them because they buff the boss's damage. So.
I don't know what I did, but I gave him a shock buff. I put the coin in.
I don't know, it's gonna be such a unique boss.
What does the coil do?
It's one of the 6 mechanics. Pick a raid.
The currency coil is.
I am the tank now.
So they have to. Tank has to click it. It was 30 million.
I mean, honestly, my biggest takeaway from these raids, raid testing, is mostly looking at
No, you
Windwalker
don't- you
damage,
don't need to
and
do
like
that.
these players are
That's
good,
just to
like
get
the
rid of a
skill
shot
is
on the
good,
ground.
and I think
If
Windwalker's
people place it well, it's
playing really
fine.
well at the moment.
That one just
Even
pulls
Celestial
everyone in,
and
just does
Shadowpan,
damage.
like none of
It
the
obviously
damage has
has
been
shit one.
suboptimal,
You
always in
get
like the
pulled
top
for the whole,
top
presumably the whole
quarter.
fight.
So I'm happy with
Well,
Windwalkers at the
I think
moment.
that's the one that we spawned with the ads we put in.
I think my biggest concern would be potential nerfs. Not because we're like Biss and Slot or Meta or anything like that, but I just think we could potentially get nerfed because they might think we're just doing too much damage for what we should be. Obviously, it's all PTR though, so take it with a grain of salt. But I personally think Windwalker's doing... Maybe I'm just so low damage brained because we've been suffering for so long that doing any sort of damage makes me think, oh my god, we're going to get nerfed. Don't let Blizzard find out.
It does the mechanic when it spawns and when it gets clicked.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that one's not so bad if you only get it once. I mean, like I said, people will figure this one out for us, guys. We don't need to cook this one.
Yeah, you might need to click it if the pools get bad or whatever.
Okay, well, we will leave it there for now because this is just pointless. Because like I said, it's just gonna be someone will make a tier list for coins and it'll all follow from that. For the first 5 bosses, guys, I mean, there's a lot to learn. You know, we've done them now, and that's it, presumably, unless we do it again. As and when we'll start updating the channels and basically, you know, start learning the first 5 bosses because I'm not going to guarantee anything, but maybe you're expected to kill the first 5 in the first week. In a major seal, you killed 6 in the first week. It all depends on how they tune it. And we're expected to know them all. I don't know what the strategy will be. What we did on the fucking conveyor belt boss, I think was okay, but Northern Sky and Instant Dollars were doing something different. They were doing the same thing and it's different to us. So maybe ours was too much movement. I don't know. We'll have a think and we'll upload strategies and week auras for all the bosses. Well, all the first 5 bosses will all be done. That's it for this reset. And next week we're going to do, well, basically to the end now, we'll do Thursday, Sunday. On this patch, it's 3 more resets. And then it'll be 1 reset break. And then 11.1 launches. And then we'll go into the raid again. And then the raid's open. So there's only 4 more resets of actual reclear now, 3 more on this patch. Thursday, Sunday every week. And we will start not calling the raids early. And what that means is if we finish early, we'll just go do run 3. The way we'll probably do it is Thursday, do run 1, then go to run 3, do what we can, log off. Sunday, do run 2, and then go back to run 3 once run 2's done. That's kind of the plan. So that'll be it for the next 3 weeks. So yeah, thank you all for coming, and we did good. I mean, on Lock and Stock, guys, we basically hit, you know, we're 1 set of mines off the intermission, which is probably about as far as anyone got. So it was good. And, you know, the first boss was just fucking buggy as hell, but when it wasn't bugged...
Alright guys, we're basically having the debrief, so there's no point really listening to that too much. It's basically just a TLDR of when we're raiding next, and thoughts on the bosses and stuff. Overall, I really enjoyed the PTR testing. I wouldn't mind if they released another like set of 1 hour windows with a bit less bugs on some of the more buggy bosses, so you can actually get a real look at them. But overall, love the flavor, love the damage. I think that's really cool, and hopefully things don't get tuned too badly. But I thought the tuning was alright for what it was. Like, all the bosses that obviously worked, I think they all seemed pretty decent for the eye level that we were, which was only like 644, which is honestly quite low. You won't be going to this mythic raid at 644 item level. Otherwise though, yeah, we're gonna call it a little bit earlier today. I mean, we'd only be streaming for another 20 minutes anyway to finish off that boss, but it is getting quite late here. There will be another stream tomorrow. Exciting, exciting. That will be not at the same time. That will be my usual hours, which are 4 PM GMT, whatever that is in your country of origin. I have no idea. But yeah, 4 is when we kick off tomorrow. We'll be looking at all the legacy dungeons, trying out some more of the new Mythic Plus builds. And that will be more focused on actually, you know, playing the game. So we'll get some proper dungeon runs going in, test them out, some actual proper mythic builds. Maybe do some high keys, some low keys, see what the scaling's like. We'll just do a bit of everything. There'll be a bit more of me yapping and a little bit less of everybody else yapping because I won't be in a raid group. Anyway, thank you for anyone that tuned in today for the whole time, for 1 minute. Doesn't matter. Love you all equally. I really appreciate it. Thank you for anyone that asked questions and was engaged. It really helps. And oh my god, who turned the lights off? I closed my eyes for a second while I was talking, and now it's grey skies. All right, thank you, Blizzard. Is that like a sign? Anyway, yeah, I really appreciate you all tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you at 4. Yeah. I don't know what else to say.